All right, all right. A couple of main points we want to highlight out of that riders meeting for everybody. First and foremost, parents and riders, please know your moto number and please be up there with 15 to 20 motos of advance at minimum. We want to make sure nobody misses their moto tonight and make sure everyone is up there with ample time to get themselves ready to roll. Next up, please, parents, do not hop the fence if your rider goes down on the track. We know it's always hard to see a kiddo go down, but we're going to have volunteers and officials stationed all across the track that will be to your riders quickly. If we need you guys, we will call for you over the radio. So no worries there. Last but certainly not least, if there are, what was that? Gotcha. If anybody needs a trash bag of any kind, head over to the merch tent for that. But last and certainly not least, riders, until the white line on the first straightaway, that 30-foot line, you are not allowed to intentionally impede the progress of another rider. That is completely illegal from the gate to the white 30-foot line, and the same rule applies from the white line on the tabletop out of the third corner all the way to the finish line. For those two stretches from the tabletop to the finish line and from the gate to the 30-foot line, you must remain straight and not impede the progress of another rider. With that being said, if I could have everybody direct your attention over to the flags on the fourth straightaway and rise and remove your hats for the performance of tonight's national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right. Huge thanks to Lily Camp for performing our national anthem for us today. Huge, huge shout out for that. That is, I'm used to talking in front of people. I cannot imagine singing to them. And if I could get all riders in the first 20 to 25 motos to head on up to staging, and if I could have all officials and volunteers head to your spots, corner officials to your spots, and all riders in the first 20 to 25 motos be up to staging right now. We want to leave you guys no time to miss a moto, anything like that. Want to keep these races moving as quick and smooth as we can. And then we got these hooligans.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, gate is down number 1, 5 and over balance bikes. Just one lap for the balance bike riders. They're going to go start to finish all the way to the line on lap number 1, and that'll be it for their racing for the night. Looks like we got a pretty good hole shot out of Addy Smiling, shooting at the edge. Racing crew leading him out of turn number 1. In this one, we got Smiling. It's Jackson Ferrens, Maya Laredo, Bennett Wood, and Max Universal as we go down through the 2 straightaway. Still smiling at you out front on this one, along with the 882. That's Jackson Ferens coming out of Sugar Creek. Mo sitting on the 2 spot. I believe that's a Laredo. That's Maya sitting on the 3 spot. No half track this time. They're going all the way to the stripe. Looks like Unistal and Wood running 4-5. You got to go. Don't look at me. You got to go. Still smiling at Ferens. And Laredo running 1, 2, and 3. Edge Racing Colors, Privateer. And the Donut Factory out running 1, 2, and 3. Along with Unistal and Wood. Smiling and stretching this one out just a little bit as we go all the way back to the stripe. We live on Facebook. Cool. Live on Facebook and YouTube tonight on our Blue Springs BMX, but all the way back to Smiling. Going to go wire to wire on that one and pick up the win out of Platte City Mo. Followed up by Jackson Ferens, Sugar Creek, and the KC Mo local Mile Laredo coming on back for the 3 spot, followed up by Unistal and Wood out of moto number 1. Motos 2 and 3 running together. 4 and 3-year-old balance bikes. Got Fenstermaker, Boisbert, Fuller, Gibson, Carson, Wood, and Grau. Oh, a couple of them down in turn number 1. Going to get picked up as soon as we can. They're both up to their feet or getting there, it looks like. On back to the 2 spot. That's Hudson Carson coming out of O'Fallon, Missouri, on back to the 2 spot. All moves being made here, maybe. Inside line opening up. Got it. As they come out of turn number 3 here, and everybody, bounce bikes on a Friday. A whole lot of them out here. I believe we got 12 bounce bike riders on the books for a Friday night. Love to see it. Moves being made here at the stripe. New rider coming on by there. They're going to go side by side on back to the stripe. You got to go. Here, follow me. Look at me. Come on. Come get me. Don't hit me. Come on. Come on. Go. Go that way. Pick those feet up. Run, 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 run. Now it's the parents' turn. Run, run, run. Can you count to 4? Feels like those old BuzzFeed quizzes where, are you smarter than a 5th grader? Can you count to 4? One more big round of applause for the balance bikes, everybody, as they come down through this 4th straightaway tonight. Get loud for them one more time. Make sure they can hear you from over there on the 4th straightaway. You guys can get louder than that. Oh, well.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Starting off with the money opens. Gate drops down to moto number 4. 8 and under opens. Got Jackson smiling. It's the Sheepdog, Weston Shepard, Baby Cake, Austin Miller, and Weston Moore. Pretty good shot out of, I believe that's the Freaky Fast ride on the inside of this one. Checking it on out back to the stripe. That is the Sheepdog Shepard. Shepard, Freaky Fast colors out of Overland Park, leading them down along with Baby Cake Miller, taking the top 1 rider on out to a main event. Baby Cake doing all he can to move on up to a transfer spot, along with Smilinich and Moore running 3-4. But as we go down through the section, it's all Shepard and Miller. Weston trying to hold off and charge, and Miller trying to find his way on up to a lone transfer spot. Coming in out of 3 all the way back to the stripe. Wire to wire on this one. Shepard going to grab up that one and only transfer out of motor number 4. 5 is the motor number. 9 to 12 opens. Got Morgan, Dudley, Davidson, Barker, and Smilinich looks like the Twisted Sister, Ireland Kelly out of St. Peters, Missouri, leading them down through the 2 straightaway along with Davidson and Morgan. taking the top 2 on out to the main event. Here goes Morgan on the inside line. Rock 1 sliding on up to the 2 spot as we come all the way back home. Still, the Twisted Sister, Bro and Morgan and Xavier Davidson running 1, 2, and 3 along with Holeshot Barker. On back to the 4 spot again, just taking the top 2. Xavier trying to do a little bit of work in front of the program. Not today. Going to go Morgan and Kelly. 1, 2 out of motor number 5. 6 of motor number 4. 9 to 12 opens. Scott Davidson, Glenda Moorfield, Hale and Laredo Jr. Pretty good shot out of the Bicycle Shack ride as we go down through the 2 straightaway right now. 5-2-2. That's Maverick Moorfield. Doing it for the Bicycle Shack, sitting out front on this one. He's got Hector Laredo and Corbin Davidson running 2-3 again. Just the riders. Top 2 going on out to a main event for the 9 to 12 open. Here goes Laredo around the outside line trying to find a way on up into the mix. Moorfield slamming the door shut. You'd think these guys are racing for 1. All the way back home, it will go Moorfield and Laredo Jr. grabbing your 2 transfer spots out of motor number 6. Fast. 13 and over open. Motor number 7 got Powell, Seedorf, Stafford, Blake, Kennedy, McCann, Madden, and Tolfree. Pretty good shot out of Freaky Fast, McCann, Madden, and Tolfree. You're 1, 2, 3. The captain and Stafford running back to the 4-5 as we go in and out of turn number 2. Madden doing a little bit of shopping. Tolfree sliding around the outside line. Got McCann, Tolfree, and Madden, you're 1, 2, 3. Here goes Kennedy trying to find his way on up into the mix, taking the top 3 on out to a main event. Kennedy going to shut it on down. Xavier for the next round, all the way back to the top 3, going to go McCann, Tolfree, and Sugar Sean Madden. Your transfers out of motor number 7. That's going to be a fun main to watch. 8 is the moto number. 13 to 14, Lady Cruisers got Smiley, Kylie Shepard, Riley King, and the Lady in Black, Ava Alexander, looking like Alexander out of O'Fallon, Missouri, sitting out front on this one. The Lady in Black, along with Smiley, Kylie, and King running 2-3 as we go single filing down through the section. Still Alexander, Shepard, and King. Here goes Riley around the outside line trying to find her way on up into the mix. Total points Arson on this one. So they're going to do it all 3 times tonight. Every spot's going to count. Back home, King not giving up on it yet. Going to go Alexander and Shepard, followed by King out of motor number 8. 9 is the motor number. 17 to 20 women's cruisers got Grandma Mary Wallace, Miss Kitty, and a Luptack, and Layla Martin. Looks like Luptack and Marshall at 1 and 2 right now. Miss Kitty on the 3, Grandma Mary on the 4. Oh, Grandma Mary checking out the inside line, going to tuck it on back for the 4 spot. Miss Kitty, you got to go. She's on you. All the way back home, going to go McKenna Luptack grabbing up that 1 and only transfer spot out of number 9.
Ready? That's the game.
10 is a motor number. 11-year-old cruisers got top 2 going on after a main event out of Boyce, Stewart, Duval, Hawthorne, and Tillman. Looks like pretty good shot out of, believe that's Austin Boyce. We're going to look here. Nope. Hawthorne on the inside line taking it away. Got Hawthorne, Boyce, and Big Mac Duval running 1, 2, and 3 along with the 5 right of Tillman. And Stewart running on the 4-5 as we come all the way back home onto Wheels Colors to Hawthorne. Not quite wire to wire, but he's going to try to bring this one all the way back home, taking the top 2 on out to a main event. He's got Austin Boyce from St. Charles, Missouri sitting in tow. That's how they're going to go all the way back home. Big Mac not quite able to put on enough. Going to go Boyce and Hawthorne out of motor number 10. 11 is the motor number. 13-year-old cruisers got Finn, Hooderson, Claybrook, the Phoenix, Calvin Nolting, Bentley Galbally, and Derek Wise. Check it out. Top 4 running real tight out of this one. Looks like a 15 ride. That's Claybrook. Doing it for Sandites BMX coming out of Sand Springs, Missouri. Sitting out front on this one. Moves being made. Galbally getting shut down right there. New rider sliding on up into the mix. That is the 8 ride. That's the Phoenix. Nolting out of St. Peter's taking it on over. So now we got Nolting and Claybrook running 1 and 2. Top rider going on out to a main event all alone. So it's still Nolting holding this one off all the way back home. Galbally moving on to the 2 spot. But it's going to go the Phoenix of Nolting picking up the sole transfer spot out of 11. 12, the motor number. 14-year-old cruisers. 2 riders going on out to a main event. Got Odell, got Smilinich, Harris, Fetch, Penny, and Galbally. Gold 2 and the 20 sitting out front on this one. That's Galbally and Smilinich. Running out on the 1-2, Archer Penny sitting on back to the 3 spot. I believe that's Fetch on back to the 4. But all the way back home, going to go Galbally and KJ Smilinich for the Edge Racing Crew, grabbing up your lone for spots out of motor number 12. Ryan O'Neill at the staging. Believe he might miss the first round, had a bike malfunction. 13, the moto out on track. 16-year-old cruisers, Gosh, Schwartz, Harris, and Olson. Ooh, lost the golden peddler there. Going to get him checked on out all the way back home, but it's Olson and Schwartz rolling him down through the 3 straightaway right now. Total points racing on this one, so every spot's going to count all the way back home. 12 right, going to try to go wire to wire on this one. Olsen going to try to snipe a low point on a Friday night. He'll do just that along with Schwartz on the 2 spot. We're going to get Dakota checked out over here on the 2 straightaway. Guys, the sky is so pretty over there right now. Dakota's up to his feet, working there. Get loud for him now, everybody. Took a tough one right there. Last call for Ryan O'Neill to staging. Last call for Ryan O'Neill to staging. Keep in mind, Kona Ice still out here outside the gate. They'll be here till 10 p.m. roughly. Onto Wheels will be here till we're gone. They got the full rig set up over there. One more time. Let's hear it for the Golden Peddler. Getting picked up on that one. Looks like back up on 2 wheels. We're going to finish out the lap? Of course. These guys are warriors, man. Tough as nails, the whole lot of them. You all right?
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Gate pops down to motor number 14, 21 to 30-year-old cruisers guy Roger Wellman and Corey Brown. Pretty good shot out of Brown for the S-Squared Missouri colors. Down through turn number 1. Total points racing on this one, so they're going to do it all 3 times tonight. Missing O'Neill, so right now it's Brown and Wellman out on the 1-2. Haven't watched these fellas turn some laps in a little while. I've been missing seeing these dudes go way fast down through the 3 straightaway. Still Corey Brown and Wellman. Roger, he's right behind you. You got to go faster. They're all right on you, dude. He said no. Getting fancy as Brown all the way back home. Going to grab up an ace. And Wellman for a deuce out of motor number 14. 15, the motor number. Get loud for him, everybody. Little Tykes, Little Bikes, your 5 and under novices. Guy Lincoln, Rao, Raven, the Track Cat, Kate, Zoe Holly, Ethan Johnson, Gnarly Callum Bronson, Addie Smilinich, Piper Franklin, and Maggie Welch. Taking the top 3 on out to a main event. 166 and the 41. That is Gnarly Callum Bronson and the Track Rat Kates. Says Track Brat, I see. Still Bronson and Cates out on the 1-2, along with the 190 ride on back to the 3 spot. Lincoln Rat got Smilinich, Franklin, and Holly right there in tow on the 4-5-6. Getting Welch picked up over there on the 2 straightaway as well. Give her a hand as we come all the way back home. Gnarly Bronson stretching this one way on out, trying to pick up one of 3 spots in a stacked 5 and under main event. Callum going to take a spot. Here comes the 190. Lincoln Rouse sliding on up to the 2, puts Cates in trouble. Coming back home, the Track Brat going to hold on to that 3rd and final spot. So that was Rao, Bronson, and Cates taking your 3 spots out of motor number 15. 16, the motor number 6-year-old novice guy, Jackson Sheffield Beltran, Ruby Red Tarpening, Weston Moore, and Matthias Tierney. Try to get a peek here. Might be more as we go in and out of turn number 1. Looks like the 189 ride. It is Weston Moore coming out of Bates City Mo. Taking a little peek over the shoulder. You got to go straight, dude. He almost lost the handle on it there. Still Moore sitting out front on the 1, trying to stretch this one out just a little bit, but he's got a whole lot of company in the form of that 09. That's Beltran. So still Moore, Beltran running 1 and 2 with Tierney and Tarpening.
Random start.
Your top 4 taking just 1 rider on out to a main event out of this one. All the way back home, still Moore stretching things out a little bit, giving himself a little bit of breathing room. Weston Moore going to punch his solo ticket to the main event out of 16. 17, the motor number 7-year-old novice got Bodie Vincent, Raylan Grau, and Finn Boyer. Tight racing out of these top 3 as we go in and out of turn number 1. Bringing it back down the 2 straightaway. That is Raylan Grau sitting out front on this one. I got the 233. Boyer right there close on the hip pocket. Bob Grau, Boyer. Here goes Boyer to the inside line. They almost make contact right there. Boyer sliding on up to the 1 spot, followed up by Grau and Vincent. They're racing. They're racing for total points, guys. Every spot's going to count here. That move for Boyer could pay him off big as we go a little deeper into the night. Salamano to staging. Salamano need you on up to staging. Got Boyer and Grau still running 1, 2. Vincent back to the 3. That's... Ooh. We're running out of batteries? No, we're good. That was Boyer, Grau, and Vincent. 1, 2, 3 out of 17. 18, the motor number now. 8-year-old novice taking the 2 on out to a main event. Got Braxton Grau, Grant Roberts, Everett Groover, Luke Craybrook, and Katie the Bug Johnston. Got the 3rd Bug Johnson along with Groover. Got Johnson and Groover running 1 and 2 as we go down through the section. Donut Factory colors on back to the 4 spot. That's Roberts. All the way back to him. He's still going to go Johnson for a transfer spot. And the 979 of Groover picking up that second spot out of motor number 18. 19, the motor number 9-year-old novice guy, Smith, Deal, Welch, and Duval. Looks like the 098 sitting out front on this one. That's Christopher Smith. Coming out of Blue Springs, Missouri. He's got Vivi the Vibe right there in the hip pocket, though. Here comes Deal trying to find her way on up for the Bicycle Shack crew. 5 bike of Cairo Duval right there in tow along with Colleen Beanie Welch. Down through the 3 straightaway. Smith, Deal. Here comes Vivi trying to find every way by in the book as we go in on turn number 3, trying to find some space. Just not there. Smith stretching it out just enough. Will he get himself back to the line? Only one spot up for grabs. It will go to Christopher Smith out of 19. 20, the motor number 10-year-old novice guy, Velasquez, Blunt, Lamano, and Catan. Just 3 of them out here. Looks like the 972. That's Daniel Blunt out of Independence, Missouri, stretching things way out down through the 2 straightaway along with the 296. Cairo Zuka Catan back to the 2 spot. Here comes Velasquez on the outside line. She'll slide on up to the 2. Is it Blount?
Attention.
Let me know if I'm butchering that name. I'm told Blount. That's what we'll say. Bringing it on back through turn number 3 all the way back home. Top 2 going on out to a main event here. Daniel Blount going to get a spot. And Haley Velasquez stretching things out just a little bit. She'll pick up spot number 2. She brings this one home at motor number 20. 21, the motor number 11-year-old novice. Total points racing on this one got Kason Schuler, the Freebird, Wyatt Dutton, and E-Money, Everett Carlton. Got Carlton and Schuler running 1, 2. Freebird Dutton on back to the 3 spot as we go in and out of turn number 2. Still E-Money doing it for the Purple Heart Racing crew. Troy and the gang over there stretching things out down through the 3 straightaway just a bit. Again, total points means every spot is going to count. Dutton trying to find his way on by. Schuler still holding on tight to that one out of Joplin, Missouri on the 2 spot. But it's all about E-Money, the State 8 ride out of Blue Springs, Missouri, bringing this one all the way back home wire to wire. Going to pick up an early 1 spot. Looks like Schuler going to come on back for a 2, and Dutton, your 3 out of motor number 21. 22, the motor number 12-year-old novice, a little bigger, little faster guy, Lily Campbell, Jacqueline Harrell, Sawyer Young, Hayden Franklin, Antonio Lopez DeWart, and Blake Johnson. Looks like Lopez DeWart and Campbell outrunning 1 and 2 right now. Franklin on back to the 3 spot, along with Sawyer Young back to the along with Harrell and Johnson as we go single filing down through the 3 straightaway. 2 spots up for grabs in a main event out of this one. Looks like Hardcore Realty Colors and the Bicycle Shack running 1, 2 on this one as we bring it all the way back home. Got Lopez DeWart and Campbell punching your tickets into a 12 novice main event out of motor number 22. 23, the motor number out on track, 13-year-old novice guy, Kale Kepka, Connor Arnold, and Jackson Nichols. Got the 996. That's Nichols coming out of KCK, leading him down through the 2 straightaway right now along with Arnold and Kepka. Single filing it again through turn number 2 all the way back down through the still Nichols trying to stretch this one out just a little bit. Again, in these total points motos, every spot you can get matters so much by the end of the night. Bringing this one all the way back home. Still Nichols just trying to hold on tight. Couple more to get over, and he'll be home free for an ace early on in the night. And he will do just that, along with Arnold on back to the 2 spot, and Kepka for your 3 out of motor number 23. Stacked one here. 14 novice. 24 is the motor number guy. Peyton, Hawkins, Shank, Nadeau, Howell, Malone, and King. One rider stretching things out a little bit. That's Carson Hawkins. God Hawkins along with King and the 743 ride of Nadeau. They're running 1, 2, and 3. Nato getting a little bit crooky there. Here comes Gavin on the inside line. Not quite enough. Taking the top 3 on out to a main event. Nadeau got to hold off the whole wide world. All the way back. Hawkins going to punch his ticket. King going to punch his ticket.
Okay, riders.
We'll
Random
put the line on that last one.
riders ready. That's the gate.
All right, that was Gavin Nato on that 3rd spot out of 24. 25, the motor number 51 to 55-year-old novice, taking the top rider on out to a main event. Got Dominguez, Cooter, Howard, and Blake. Looks like the 145 ride, Keith Cooter coming out of Oskaloosa, Iowa, bringing this one down through the 3 straightaway along with Howard sitting back to the 2 spot. Looks like Dominguez maybe on the 3. Mike trying to hold him off, but it's all Hall. Here comes Tipton on the inside line. Hall fighting right back. Side-by-side battle to the stripe on this one. Top 2 going on out to the main event. Tonga not out of it yet. That's how it's going to go back to me. Cabo and Remy grabbing up 2 transfer spots out of motor number 26. 27, the motor number 8-year-old intermediates guy, Kion Boyvert, Jackson Smolinich, G-Force Meeks, Avery Franklin, Brigham Bornhold, and Edwin Welch. Looks like Smolinich sitting out front on this one right now, and Nick Long on the 2 spot. He got smaller. That's G-Force Meeks on the 2 spots. So we got Smiling Edge Meeks and the 27 ride back to the 3 spot. That's Bornholt. Bornholt moving on up in the program up to the 2. Meeks on back to the 3 spot, taking the top 2 on out to a main event. Here comes 27 ride again. We're going to move on up in the program again. Going to go Bornholt and Smiling Edge. Your 2 spots out of motor number 27. 8 intermediates, 28, 9 intermediates, Wilhelm, Campbell, Tipton, Unistal, Klenda, Hale, Miracle, and Shepherd. Looks like 29 and the Nag 18. That's Wilhelm and the Sheepdog Shepherd. Onto Wheels Colors on back to the 3 spot. That's the Gold 3. That's Klenda. Along with Tipton on back to the 4 spot, taking just a top 3 on out of this one. Elbows are rubbing right there. The Sheepdog moving his way on up to the 1 spot. Along with Wilhelm right there on the deuce. Still Klenda holding on tight to that 3 spot. That's how they go back to the stripe. Klenda, Wilhelm, and Shepherd grabbing up your transfer spots out of motor number 28. 29, the motor number 10-year-old intermediates got Shepherd, Style, Belcher, Harrell, Helfst, and Barton. Looks like Smiley, Kylie, and Stinky Harrell out running 1 and 2 on this one, along with Belcher. On back to the 3 spot, taking just a top 2 on out to a main event. Smiley, Kylie, and Stinky Dylan Harrell still sitting out 1-2, along with the Rock 1 of Belcher and the 47 of Carter Helfst. Coming all the way back to me. Harrell trying to reel her in just a little bit, but it's all Smiley Kylie today, bringing this one wire to wire for that first transfer spot. And Harrell doing it for the On Two Wheels gang. Out of spot number 2. Out of motor number 29. 30 is the motor number. 11 intermediate. Scott, Ethan Deal, Emma Smilinich, Big Mac Duval, Maximus Lutjoen, Team Money Stewart, and Lily Olson. Looks like Big Mac and Team Money, the Purple Heart duo, running 1 and 2 on this one, along with Smilinich. And the 19 ride.
Attention.
That's Maximus. Single filing as we go all the way in and out of turn number 3, all the way back home. Still Big Mac and Team Money taking the top 2 on out. Team Money got a hold off a charge. Here comes Smilinich. Big Mac going to punch his spot, and just enough gas out of Team Money, the PHR duo, going 1-2 out of that one, out of motor number 30. 31, first rack at 12 intermediates. Got Benny the Jet Bass, Winston the Hunter Rogers, Dylan Howell, Jacob Farrell, Owen Cavey, Hunter Conklin, and Vinny Lamano. Looks like Conklin and Farrell, a little bit squirrely, hardcore realty colors all over the place here. Lost 1, lost 2. Going to get Benny the Jet picked up there along with another. But it's all Hunter Conklin. Here comes Farrell on the inside line trying to find his way on up. He'll seal the door shut for spot number 2. Going on out. Hunter Conklin going to get a spot in the main event. And Jacob Farrell going to get a spot in a 12 intermediate main event out of that one. Out of 31. 32, the motor out on track. Second rack at 12 intermediates. Got Wilhelm, Nash, Curly, Bass, King, and Biondi. Got Chase Mo doing it for the Hardcore Realty colors. Got a pretty good shot down the second straightaway, along with King and the State 5. I believe that's the Gladiator and Nash. Purple Heart colors running 2 and 3, but it's all the Hardcore Realty colors. Red, white, and blues leading them down through the 3 straightaway. Still Curly.
Attention.
And King, along with Nash and Wilhelm, running 1, 2, 3, and 4. Top 2 going on out to a main event out of this one. Chase Mode going to bring it all the way back to the stripe for 1 spot. And Dylan King going to bring it on back for spot number 2 out of motor number 32. 12 intermediates. Going to be a fun main event there. 33, the motor number out on track. 13 intermediates. Got Riley King, Maverick Miracle, and Derek Wise. Pretty good shot out of Miracle. He's got Wise on the inside line, King on the outside. Good little save there out of Wise as we go in and out of turn number 2. Reeling in just a little bit closer. Single filing it right here, but it's close. Got Miracle, Wise, and King running in and out of order down through the 3 straightaway. Miracle got to hold the whole world on off. Coming out of turn number 3, doing it for the Hardcore Realty colors. Got Bikes for the Likes of Us colors right there on the 2 spot. PHR back to the 3. That's out to go. Going to go Miracle, King, Miracle, Wise, and King. 1, 2, 3. Total points racing on that one, so every spot's going to count as we go back on home later in the night. 34, the motor number. Rack 1 of 14 intermediates. Got Visnich, Morgan, Smilinich, Hyder, and Bervert. Morgan having to do a little bit of in here. Looks like 62 and the Gold 3 sitting out front right now. That's Smilinich and Bervert running 1 and 2. Top 2 going on out to a main event. Rest of them combining for round number 2. Morgan trying to find his way on up in the program. Do a little bit of shopping back home, but it's all the Edge Racing colors of Smilinich getting spot. And Cash Money Bervert going to come on back for spot number 2. Out motor number 34. 35, second rack of 14 intermediates. Top 2 going on out to a main event. Got Fetch, Belgrave, the Lady in Black, and Skaggs. Looks like the Falcon of Belgrave sitting out front on this one right now, stretching it out just a little bit. That's Skaggs on back to the 2 spot. That's how they'll run 1, 2. Lady in Black sitting on back to the 3 spot, and Fetch to the 4. Man, this kid's been going way fast all season long. I honestly expected him to be expert by the time I announce a race. Got the Falcon going to bring it on back for spot number 1 in the main event, and Corbin Skaggs going to get spot number 2. Out of motor number 35. I'm reminded by the flashing lights that Kona Ice is still here. They are still open and selling. So if any of you guys, especially if y'all got little kids, you need to give them a little sugar rush, get them jumped up before they get out on the track. It'll also put them to sleep a little quicker on the ride home. If that's any appeal. What did you used to do for us, Dad? Did you do M&Ms? Because I remember when we first started, we had a little cooler bag we'd bring to the track. We'd sit up at a picnic table, and because he ran track, he used to do M&Ms when he'd go to race. So Kendall and I each had a little baggie of like 5 M&Ms, 10 M&Ms, like little ones. You have a mouthful of them before you go ride. It didn't help. Turbo pills. Your Gen X is showing. No, it's a good deal. Head on over to Kona Ice if you need to get a little quick energy before race, or head over to On Two Wheels. You need any kind of bike parts at all, or you just need a quick guy to wrench on a bike. Matt's over there with the stand and the whole deal over there, so if you need any help, head on over to On Two Wheels for that. They'll be out there most of the weekend, I imagine. 36 motor number, 15 intermediates now. Got Schlotzhauer, Kessler, and the smooth operator of Wise. Looks like Max Kessler maybe leading this one in and out of turn number 2. That's the 25 ride. I see a state 2, so I'm going to go state 2. Got Kessler, Schlotzhauer, and the smooth operator running 1, 2, and 3 as we go down through the section in that order. Total points racing on this one again means every spot's going to count. Schlotzhauer doing a little bit of hunting, see if he can get on up to a 1 spot, bringing it all the way back home. No cigar, still going to go Kessler. And Schlotzhauer, your 1, 2, Weiss back to the 3. Out of motor number 36, 37, 21, 25 intermediates. Got laid off Kelly, Mercer, Love, Cates, and Helfst. Got the 59 in the state 1, looks like. Well, that's the 58 of Aiden Love. Got Love and Super Cooper Kelly out on the 1, 2. Mercer, pulled a little up and under. Had to grab a handful of brake there. Cates in a little bit of trouble, too. Nice recovery out of those two. All the way back home still. Aiden Love and Super Cooper Kelly out running 1 and 2 on this one. Top 2 going on out to a main event. Mercer trying to make up some lost ground, but not quite going to be enough today. Good Love for a spot, and Kelly for spot number 2 out of motor number 37. 38 the motor number 41 to 45 intermediates. Got Tim Lutjone, Brian Barton, and Skeeter Keith Woolery. 17 right, that's Tim Lutjone sitting out on the 1 right now. Skeeter on back to the 3 spot. Brian Barton doing it for the Dream Team, sitting on back to spot number 2 as we go down through the section on this one. Single filing.
Random start.
Total points racing. They'll be doing it all night long for every spot they can get. Still Timothy Tim, as he's listed on my moto sheet, bringing this one back to the stripe wire to wire. Lutjone for the 1, Barton for the 2, and Skeeter Keith for the 3 out of motor number 38. Keith, what's the point in stretching across the line when you didn't pedal to the line? Grandma Mary to staging. Grandma Mary needs you on up to staging. 39, the motor number now. 13, Girls X got Garrow Brown and the Twisted Sister of Kelly. Got Kelly and Brown out on the 1, 2. Gwynny Garrow on back to the 3 spot. All the way back to me. Total points on this one. They'll be doing it all night long. The Twisted Sister and Fly Rye Brown going to get your 1 and 2s. Garrow on back for the 3. Out of motor number 39. 40 is the motor number. 14, Girl Experts got Adelaide Welch, Daphne Seedorf, and Kitty Cat Kaylin Holt. Got Seedorf, Holt, and Welch running 1, 2, and 3 as we bring this one all the way back home in and out of turn number 2. Seedorf, Holt, still running 1, 2. Welch right on back to the 3 spot. Single filing it down through the section. See what kind of push Holt can make out of turn number 3 as we come all the way back home. Seedorf, known for that early race speed. Holt not quite going to have enough to get to her today. Total points on this one. Round 1 goes to Seedorf. 2 spot for Holt and a 3 for Welch out of motor number 40. 41, the motor number. 15, 16, Girl Experts got Lola Jonjovic, McKenna Luptak, Layla Marshall, and Juicy J, Giselle Seedorf. Got Jonjovic and Luptak out on the 1, 2 right now, along with Seedorf and Marshall. That's how it rolled down through the second straightaway. Still Jonjovic and Luptak stretching things out just a little bit. McKenna trying to keep her in her sights, but Lola J on fire on the bike tonight, going way fast on that Nat 69 all the way back home. 1 spot up for grabs goes to Lola J out of motor number 41. 42 is the motor number. 51 and over, Ladies Experts got Tammy Hottinger, Miss Kitty, and Grandma Mary. Looks like Hottinger sitting out front on this one, coming up from Bentonville, Arkansas tonight. Love to see that, doing it for the SRT BMX crew as we go down through the 2 straightaway on that gold 2. Still Tammy Hottinger out on the 1, Miss Kitty for the 2, Grandma Mary for the 3. Down through the 3 straightaway, still Hottinger, Mary. Did I cut out there for a sec? All the way back to the line. Total points racing on this one. They'll be doing it all night long. Hottinger going to grab up a 1 spot. Miss Kitty sitting on the 2. Grandma Mary trying to make a push, get up a little bit closer as we go in and out of turn number 3. Back home for those ladies. All the way back home, Miss Kitty for the 2 spot, and Grandma Mary, your 3, out of motor number 42. Welcome to the expert class. 7 experts, total points racing on this one. Got Austin, Baby Cake Miller, Elijah, the Corn Dog, Holly, and the Hulk, Kane Combs. Got Miller and Combs out running 1 and 2 right now. Holly on back to the 3 spot as we go in and out of turn number 2. Baby Cake stretching this one out just a little bit. Factory scented LSG colors, Kane Combs sitting on back to the 2 spot. As we go in and out of turn number 3, still Baby Cake and the Hulk running 1 and 2, bringing this one all the way back home. Elijah Holly right there close. Corn Dog trying to find a way on up into the mix, but it's going to go Miller and Combs, followed up by Holly. You're 1, 2, 3. Out of motor number 43. 44, the motor number on track. 10 experts got Saccone, Fetty, Stay Ready, Hall, Pistol Pete, Julian Baker, Corbin, Clutch, Howard, the Snake, Sawyer Penny, and Jeffrey Tillman. Penny had a pretty good shot, but the Gold Cup 2 going to slide on up. That's Jeffrey Tillman. Coming out of Wentzville, Missouri, got Tillman, Penny, and Clutch Howard running 1, 2, and 3 along with Fetty Hall and Pistol Pete Baker doing it for the Ad Astra crew. But as we go in and out of turn number 2, not single file action on this one. Still Tillman, Penny, and Howard out running 1, 2, and 3. Edge Racing Colors and Freaky Fast trying to find their way on up into the mix. Top 2 going on out to event. Penny giving it all he's got. He'll have to settle for 2. Got to go Tillman and Penny. You're 1, 2, and transfers out of motor number 44. Round number 1, 11-year-old experts. First rack got Boyce, Hawthorne, Davidson, Combs, and the real deal. Looks like Davidson and Hawthorne out running 1, 2 right now, along with Deal, Combs, and Boyce as we go in and out of turn number 2. Davidson, the Blue Springs local, doing it for the Edge Racing crew. Lopez and the gang over there. DJ Dan. Down to the 3 straightaway. Freaky Fast Colors of Hawthorne trying to reel him in a little bit closer, but it's all Davidson wire to wire on this one. EJ going to have to tuck on in for the 2 spot. They're both going on to a main event. Going to go Hawthorne and Davidson out of motor number 45. 46, the motor number, second rack of 11-year-old experts. God Harves, Pumpkin Pie Wells, Laredo Jr., and Holeshot Barker. Looks like Laredo Jr. and Holeshot Barker along with Harves running 1, 2, and 3 as we go in and out of turn number 2. Got Laredo Jr. and Holeshot sitting out 1, 2 right now. Those top 2 spots going on to a main event. What did Creighton get what was Creighton's new nickname last week? What'd they call him? They say Wingnut. Donovan gave him a new nickname. All the way back home, going to go Laredo Jr. and Holeshot Barker grabbing up your 2 transfer spots up 46.
Ready? Watch the game.
Yeah, we went to Hereford House for dinner that night because they wanted to come see me at work. And Creighton apparently was downing buffalo chicken wings like they were candy. And Donovan was like, I'm calling you Wingnut. 47, the motor number 12 experts got Moorfield, Godbolly, Davidson, Knowlton, Dudley, Duncan, and Morgan. Looks like Moorfield and Morgan out running 1 and 2 right now, along with Godbolly, Davidson. And the 14 ride of the Knowlton on back to the 5 as we go down through the section. Top 3 riders going on out to a main event of this one. Davidson trying to find his way on up into the mix, but so far it's Moorfield.
Random start.
Godbolly and Morgan running 1, 2, and 3, and that's to bring it on back to the straight. Moorfield going to get a spot. Godbolly going to get a spot. And Bro and Morgan. Motor number 47. 48, the moto out on track. 13X got Marshall, Couch, Wells, Velasquez, Carson, Taylor, McMorris, and A.J. Johnson. Lost one rider up and over. Velasquez down there as well. Looks like Couch and Carson out running 1 and 2 along with Johnson and McMorris. Here comes Logan Carson on the inside line, finding his way on up by. Here goes Couch trying to find his way on up into the mix. We're taking the top 3 on out to the main event. Couch got run way wide there as we go in and out of turn number 3 back home. Still Carson, Couts, and A.J. Johnson. You're 1, 2, 3. McMorris trying to find his way up into a main event. No cigar today. Going to go Carson, Couts, and A.J. Johnson. Your transfers out of motor number 48. Man, oh man. You would think it's State Sunday out here.
Random start. Ready? Watch the game.
Gate pops down to motor number 49. 14-year-old experts got Galbally, Hingle, the Hurricane, Zach Campbell, and Jake Hattie. Pretty good shot out of Campbell on the inside line, but it's all the Orange Crusher. Here comes Hingle as we come in and out of turn number 1, down through the 2 straightaway, doing it for the on-2 wheels crew. Still Hingle, Campbell. Teammates out running 1 and 2. Here goes Galbally on back to the 3 spot. Long 5 right of Hattie.
Attention.
Here comes Galbally around the outside line, trying to find his way on up. Different lines for him and Campbell. Campbell going to take that inside line, see what talent can do as we go back down through 4 straightaway. 1 spot up for grabs goes to Hingle, but what a race back to the stripe for 2, 3, 4. 50 the moto out on track. 15 experts got Olson, Combs, Neal, Strike, Kohler, and Wiseman. Pretty good shot out of the lead rider. I believe that's Beckett Strike. That is doing it for Granada Cycling coming out of St. Peters, Missouri. He's got Olson, Neal, And the 19 ride, Wise Guy Wiseman. Here comes Wiseman on up to the 2 spot, pushing Olsen back to the 3, but it's all Beckett Strike leading a wire to wire down through this one. He's put about half a straightaway on him coming in and out of turn number 3. Doing some lurking for a big weekend all the way back home for Beckett Strike. 2 spots up the grabs. Strike gets spot number 1, and the Wise Guy gets spot number 2 at motor 50. 51, the motor number 16-year-old experts got Campbell, Stafford, Penny, Kennedy, Schwartz, and Powell. Looks like El Capitan and Stafford running 1 and 2, top 2 going on out to a main event out of this one, along with Penny. And Powell running 2, 3, 4. Just 3, 4. Kennedy taking a little fun line as we go in and out of turn number 3. Going to let Stafford on by, going to let Penny on by. Somebody's trying to get some extra laps today, bringing this one all the way back home. Stafford going to pick up a transfer spot, and Evan Penny going to pick up a transfer spot. Automoto 51. 52, the motor number 17, 20-year-old experts got McCann, Blake, Madden, Nash, and Tolfree. Looks like Madden and Tolfree out running 1 and 2 right now as we go in and out of turn number 2. Blake and Nash running to the 3, 4. Man, everybody's shutting it on down today. What's up with you guys? You guys are locals. Y'all don't need extra laps that bad.
Okay, riders. Random start.
They're worried about their money. Going to go Madden for spot number 1, along with Jordan Blake grabbing up spot number 2 out of 52. Here, you're dead to me. 53, the moto out on track as we go in and out of turn number 1. 36, 40-year-old experts got Schuler, Brown, and Johnson. Looks like Gold Cup 3. Downtown Brown sitting out front on this one along with the 31. Jeff Schuler out of Joplin, Missouri, right there in the hip pocket. They're going to go 1-2 coming out of that second corner, along with Scott Johnson for the edge race, sitting on back to the 3 spot. Single filing it down to the section. Schuler trying to stay close. Downtown trying to stretch things out just a little bit. Cool, crafty line choices there out of turn number 3 as we bring this one all the way back home. Total points racing going to go Brown, Schuler, and Johnson. Your 1, 2, 3 is out of motor number 53. 54, last moto around number 1 out front on this one. 51, 55 experts got Poole, Hinton, and Pyle. Looks like Zechariah Hinton out front on this one along with Robert Pyle. And the bikes of the likes of us, frontman himself, Darby Poole, sitting out there 1, 2, 3 as we go out of the second corner. Bikes of the likes of us sandwich right now. Pyle trying to find his way on 6. He's surrounded by Darby as we go in and out of turn number 3. Still Hinton, Pyle, and Poole running 1, 2, 3 on this one. They'll be doing it all night long. And through round number 1, looks like Hinton going to come on back with an ace, Pyle for a 2, and Darby Poole for a 3 out of motor number 54. That'll do it for round number 1, everybody. Make sure to head on over to concession, do something to eat, something to drink. Go say what's up to the sponsors, Kona Ice and On Two Wheels.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
All right, gate is down on motor number 4. Round 2 of the 8 and under opens. Got Smilinich, Miller, and more. Pretty good shot out of Baby Cake on the inside line. Got Miller. And Smilinich trying to find his way on the inside line, but it's all more on the inside. As we come in and out of turn number 1, still Baby Cake Miller, 189 ride. Weston Moore to the 2 spot. Jackson Smilinich to the 3. Come main events, this class will be making $13 to the winner, $8 to second, and $5 making their money back to third. Jasper Kennedy and Jordan Blake to staging. Jasper Kennedy and Jordan Blake to staging. But as we go in and out of turn number 3, still Baby Cake Miller taking 2 riders on out to the main event out of this one. Miller going to come on back for a transfer, and Weston Moore, Jackson Smilinich right there. See what he's got left in the tank. It's going to go. Ooh, that one got interesting. We'll check with the line there. 189, Moore grabbing that final transfer spot out of motor number 4. 5 now out on track. Got Dudley, Davidson, Barker, and Smilinich taking 2 on out to the main event. Got Davidson and Barker out running 1 and 2 along with Dudley and Smilinich on the outside looking in. Dudley got to do a little bit of work on a Friday, get himself back up into the mix here. All the way back down to the line. 1 spot going to go to Davidson and a transfer along with Whole Shot Barker. Good race into Smilinich and Dudley, motor number 5. 6 moto out on track, 9 to 12 open rack number 2. Got Davidson, Klenda, and Hale, top 2 going on out this class. Man, oh man, for main events, they're going to be making $35 to the winner, 21 to second, and 12 to third, including a donation for that class. But we got Davidson and Klenda out running 1 and 2 right now. Outside looking in is Hale. Trying to find his way on up into the mix. He's right there on the outside. Bodie Klenda trying to hold off the whole wide world coming out of Salina, Kansas. All the way back to me. Davidson going to get a spot. And here comes Hale. Good push to the line here. Got to get those pedals in. Going to go Klenda for spot number 2 out of moto number 6. 7 the moto out on track. Got Powell, Seedorf, Stafford, Blake, Kennedy. Racing for 4 spots. Got Kennedy, Stafford, Blake. Seedorf out running 1, 2, 3, and 4. Powell on the outside looking in, trying to find his way on up. We're going $20, $12, and $8 from the main event come this class. The captain and Stafford running 1, 2 on this one, along with Jordan Blake and Dabney Seedorf coming out of motor number 7. 8 is a motor number 13 to 14. Lady Cruisers got Smiley, Kylie Shepard, Riley King, and the lady in black, Ava Alexander, got Alexander and Shepard out running 1 and 2 right now, along with King on back to the 3. As we go in and out of turn number 2, total points racing on this one. Low point so far going to Alexander with Kylie on the 2 spot. Here comes King around the outside. Riley trying to find her way on up into the mix. Same thing she did in round number 2. Round 1, but this time she makes it stick. Round number 2, round the outside, sounded like Slim Shady all the way back home on this one. Going to go the lady in black for yet another ace. And King going to tie things up with a 2. Shepard for a 3. Those 2 are tied up for P2. Going into the main event, 9 the moto out on track, 17 to 20. Ladies Cruisers got Grandma Mary, Miss Kitty, McKenna Luptak, and Layla Marshall. Luptak transferring on out, so we got Marshall sitting out front on this one, along with Miss Kitty and Grandma Mary. Top 2 going on out to the main event out of this one. As we go all the way back home, still Marshall leading this one around wire to wire, coming out of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Bringing this one on back for the Ad Astra crew. Marshall going to grab up a 1 transfer spot. Good racing going on back here. Miss Kitty and Grandma Mary fighting for the last transfer spot all the way back home here. See if Grandma Mary's able to get on by. If Miss Kitty brings it on home for transfer spot number 2. All the way back to me. Looks like Miss Kitty going to grab that second spot. Good racing to Grandma Mary out of motor number 9. Turned it on over to 10, 11-year-old Cruisers. Top 2 going on out to a main event. Ryan O'Neill to staging. Ryan O'Neill need you to staging. We got Team Bunny Stewart, Big Mac Duval, and Jeffrey Tillman. Got Tim Duval and Team Money running 1, 2, and 3. Big Mac trying to hold off a charge out. Teammate Team Money around the outside line trying to find his way on up to the 2 spot. Total points racing on this one again. Oh, not total points here. This one is just top 2 going on. So Team Money got a little bit of work to do bringing this one on back to me, but it's going to be Tillman grabbing 1 transfer spot and Big Mac grabbing spot number 2. Good racing to Team Money. One more time. All right, 11 of the moto out on track. 13-year-old Cruiser, Scott Claybrook, Galbali, and Wise. Looks like in that order, Ryan Claybrook, Galbali, and Derek Wise on the outside looking in, doing it for Darby and the gang over with Bikes for the Likes of Us. As we go in and out of turn number 3, it's all Sandite BMX colors of Hooderson of Finn Claybrook, bringing this one all the way back home along with Galbali. That's how they're going to go. Those 2 spots going Claybrook, Galbali. Good racing to Wise out of motor number 11. 12 is the moto out on track. 14-year-old cruisers, top 3 going on out to the main event. Got Neo, Noah, Odell, Dill, Pickle, Harris, Benjamin, Fetch, and Archer Penny. Got Penny, Odell, and Fetch running 1, 2, and 3.
Attention.
We got Dill Pickle on the outside looking in, finding his way on up into the mix with these top 3, stretching things out just a little bit. Going to go Edge Racing, and then the AOT pair running 2, 3, and 4, bringing this one all the way back home. First spot going to go to Archer Penny. Spot 2 going to go to O'Neill, Noah Odell, and Fetch going to come on back for spot number 3. Good racing to Dill Pickle as we go out of moto number 12. 13, the moto number out on track. Got Olsen and Schwartz running 1, 2, tied up here. 14 ride. That's the Golden Peddler. Harris on back to the 3 spot. Dusting things off after a tough get off in round number 1. Still Olsen, Schwartz. That's how they were running in round number 1. Schwartz trying to do all he can to tie things up. Come to the main event. See if he can get a little slingshot coming out of turn number 3. All the way back home. Olsen steps on the nitrous. Going to push it back on out for 2 aces going into the main event. Schwartz going to go in with both deuces and Harris. Your 3s. Out of moto number 13. 14, the moto out on track. Got Brown, Wellman, and O'Neill. Running Corey Brown, S-Squared, Missouri ride sitting out front on this one, stretching things out just a little bit, coming out of KC Mo. Got O'Neill and Wellman. On back to the 2-3. O'Neill on the inside line. Wellman going to try to find his way around the outside line. Got some creaking and popping here. Wellman going to come on by, it looks like. Going to go Brown for yet another ace. Wellman yet another deuce. And O'Neill for a 3. Out of moto number 14. 15, the moto out on track. Get loud for him, everybody. 5-hour novice. Oh, we lost first. We lost second. Franklin's down. Holly's down. Welch going to dodge a little bit, play some slalom on the way back home. Franklin's back up to her feet. Going to get Zoe Holly back up to her feet. But that's going to give it over to Addie Smilenich. And the 7-2-6, I believe that's Ethan Johnston. They're running 1 and 2 as we go all the way back through turn number 2. Still Smilenich, Johnston, and Welch running 1, 2, and 3. Man, still one spot up for grabs. Franklin's back up. Looks like Piper sitting on that 4 spot right now, getting Zoe checked out over there in turn number 1. But it's still Edge Racing colors of Smilenich out on the 1 spot. Johnston back to the 2. Edge Racing teammate again of Welch back to the 3. And Hardcore Realty colors of Piper Franklin to the 4 spot. That's how they'll go back to the stripe. First spot goes to Addie Smilenich. Second spot looks like it's going to go to Ethan Johnston. All the way back home. Spot 3 going to go to Maggie Welch. And Franklin rolling through turn number 4. Come pick up that final spot. Man, they were up at the front, too. Zoe's back on her feet, y'all. Give her a hand. Let her hear you over there. In turn number 1 is the 4th and final spot. Going to go to Piper Franklin. I'll tell you what, too. It doesn't go away the older they get. You go watch racing at a national level. The girls are 10 times more aggressive than the guys. They're tougher than the guys a lot of the times. Man, oh, man. Tough out of Franklin and Holly. They're both getting back up. Tough hits in turn number 1.
Attention.
Finish it out, Zoe. You got it.
Random start. Riders ready. That's the gate.
16, the motor number 16, 6-year-old novice, God Jackson, Sheffield, Beltran, Ruby Red Tarpening, and Matthias Tierney. Pretty good shot right now out of Sheffield, Beltran. Coming out of Independence Mo, leading him around the outside line. Tarpening find herself on back to the 3 spot. Tierney on up to the 2. So that's how we'll go. We got Beltran, Tierney, and Tarpening. You're 1, 2, 3 down through the 2 straightaway. This is not total points. Cairo Duvel staging. Cairo Duvel needs you to staging. Don't look over at me, Matthias. Go straight. Still single file in this one. This is not total points. So what you see is what you get. The top 2 moving on out to the main event later on in the night. Ruby Red doing all she can to move on up into the mix, into those top 2 spots. But all the way back to me, Sheffield Beltran going to go wire to wire and pick up a dominant number 1 spot. And Matthias Tierney going to come on back for spot number 2. Great race under Ruby Red. 3 spot out of motor number 16. 17, the motor number, 7-year-old novice, got Bodie Vincent, Raylan Grau, and Finn Boyer. Got Boyer and Grau sitting out front on this one. Believe that's Vincent. Moves being made there. 268 sliding on up. That was Vincent moving on up to the 2 spot. Putting Grau on back to the 3 as we go down through the section. Oh, Grau lost the handle. Going to take a detour off that 3rd straight. He's already back up to his feet. Let him hear you, everybody. Getting turned back around. He's right back on up. Last call. Cairo Duvel to staging. Last call, Duvel to staging, but we're going to go Boyer.
Okay, riders. Random start.
Vincent. Man, Vincent and Grau going to be tied up for 2nd place going into the main event. Man, good getting up to Grau there. Raylan and Bodie tie it up going into the main events out of motor number 17. 18, the motor number, 8-year-old novice. Top two going on out to a main event. Got Braxton Rao, Grant Roberts, and Luke Claybrook. Looks like got the 291, Grant Roberts, sitting out front on this one, along with the 181, Luke Claybrook. Sandites BMX coming out of Sand Springs, Oklahoma, on back to the 2 spot, but it's all the factory out front right now.
Attention.
That's Roberts. We got Braxton Rao on back to the 3 spot, chasing him down through the 3 straightaway, single filing. Maybe not. Here comes Claybrook. Trying to find a way by on the inside line, sliding on up. Luke going to take over the 1 spot. Now we got a little bit of a push coming. Can Roberts get back on by? Top 2 going on out. Rao leaving the door open maybe. Having a shot to get in. No, sir, not today. Going to go Claybrook and Roberts. Great race into Braxton Rao out of moto number 18. 19 the moto number. Just 2 of them out here. Top 2 going on out to the main event. Got Vivi the Vibe deal. Colleen Welch.
Attention.
That's it. Vivi the Vibe and Beanie rolling them down through the 3 straightaway, sitting on the 1 and 2. This is what we call a boat ride. Top 2 riders, if they're only taking 2 and there's only 2 out there, call that a boat ride for these top 2. They're just going to get to coast around. Doesn't matter where they finish. Doesn't matter how fast you cross the line. You cross it, you're in. Vivi the Vibe getting spot number 1, and Colleen Welch getting spot number 2. Out of motor number 19. Same deal here. 20 the motor number guy, Lamano. And Catan leading them down through turn number 2. Got Salamano sitting out front right now. Freaky Fast Racing Colors doing it for Austin McCann over there in the gang out of Green Valley, Missouri.
Attention.
And Cairo Zuka Catan sitting back to the 2 spot.
Here, riders. Random start.
Blue Springs local there. These top 2 once again boat ride action here. They're both going on to the main event. Crossing the stripe gets you in. First spot going to go to the Freaky Fast rider of Lamano. Spot number 2 going to go to Zuka Catan. Out of motor number 20. 21, the motor number, 11-year-old intermediates. Got Cason Schuler, Freebird, Wyatt Dutton, and E-Money, Everett Carlton. Got Carlton and Schuler out running 1 and 2. Wyatt Dutton on back to the 3 spot. Freebird trying to find his way on up into the mix, but it's all E-Money. Purple Heart Racing Color stretching this one out through the 3 straightaway a little bit further. So got the Joplin, Missouri sitting on back to the 2 spot, and Freebird Dutton coming out of KCMO back to the 3. Total points racing on this one again, so every single spot counts tonight. They'll be racing till the very end of the night to wrap up points, but E-Money got a 1-1 going into the mains right now. Schuler going to pick up yet another 2, Dutton another 3. Out of motor number 21. Ooh, moves being made back there. 22, the motor number 12-year-old novice. Got Jacqueline Harrell, Sawyer Yount, Hayden Franklin, and Blake Johnson. Got Hayden Franklin and believe that's Yount. Sitting out 1 and 2 right now. That's how it is. Got Johnson and Harrell sitting back to the 3-4. 3 riders going on out to the main event. Harrell a little bit of work to do as we go in and out of turn number 3. Jacqueline going to try every trick she knows, see if she can find her way on by here. But it's all the hardcore realty colors of Hayden Franklin going to go wire to wire on this one and pick up 1 transfer spot. Sawyer Yount going to grab another spot. And Blake Johnson going to get that 3rd and final spot. Good racing to Jacqueline Harrell at number 22. 23, the motor number 13-year-old novice. Got Kepka, Arnold, and Nichols. Got Jackson Nichols sitting out front right now, coming out of Kansas City, Kansas, along with Connor Arnold and the 186 ride Kale Kepka, doing it for the hardcore realty crew out of Blue Springs, Missouri, bringing this one in and out of turn number 3. Home still Nichols, Arnold, and Kepka running in that order. Total points on this one, so they're going to do it all night long just like that. Going to go Nichols for yet another 1 spot, Arnold another deuce, and Kepka another 3. Out of motor number 23. 24, the moto out on track. 14, novice. Got Jackson Payton, Colt Schonk, Jackson Howell, and Tyler Malone. Looks like 239 ride sitting out front right now. That's Jackson Payton. Got Payton along with the gold to a Howell. Got Malone in the 3 spot along with the 403 of Schonk. Got a little bit of work to do. Does Cole Schonk on back to that 4 spot, taking the top 3 on out to the main event. Malone pulling up a little bit closer to that P2. Oh, lead rider lost a foot, lost both feet all the way back home. This one, gold 2, Howell, and Malone going to go 1-2 real close back to the stripe. Jackson does hold on for P3 there. Man, oh man. Sometimes it's painful, but you got to finish that lap. 25, the motor number 51-55 novice. Got Dominguez, Howard, and Blake. Got Howard and Gary Blake sitting out 1 and 2 right now. Jonas Dominguez on back to the 3 spot, trying to fit his way on up into the mix, taking just the top 2 on out to the main event of this one as we go down through the 4th straightaway. Alvin Howard going to get a spot. Gary Mike Blake going to get a spot. Good racing to Mr. Dominguez on motor number 25. On up to the intermediate class, top 2 on out to a main event out of 26. Got Eli Tonga, Piper Harves, and Brecken Bornholt. got Tonga and Bornhold out running 1 and 2 now. Princess Piper Harms back to the 3 spot. Again, just taking top 2 on out to the main event. Piper trying to pull in a little bit closer. Even Tonga stretching this one out. Bornhold still holding on to that 2 spot. Harv's got a little work to do as we go in and out of turn number 3. Tonga taking a peek over the shoulder, coasting flat-footed. He said, I'm good, man. Bringing this one all the way back home. Spot number 1 going to Eli Tonga. And Brecken Bornhold going to punch his second ticket into a main event. Good racing to Princess Piper. Out of motor number 26. Moves being made. Franklin sliding on up to the 3 spot. Welch on back to the 4 out of 27. Got Boivert, Meeks, Franklin, and Welch. Believe we got G-Force Meeks sitting out front on this one. That is Meeks. Little peek over the shoulder. See where he's got. Riding for the Edison Eagles out of Tulsa. Along with the 18 right in his hip pocket. That's Boivert. Got Franklin sitting on the bubble right now. Edwin Welch, a little bit of work to do. Taking the top 3 on out to a main event as we go here. Still got G-Force Meeks and Keon Boivert running 1, 2. Franklin Avery trying to stretch it out just a little bit. All the way back home. Edwin giving a charge. Not quite enough. Going to go Boivert, Meeks, and Avery Franklin for your transfers out of 27. Great racing to Edwin Welch. 28, the motor number 9-year-old intermediates. Got Lightning, Lock, and Campbell, JT Tipton, Wild Wild West, Unistall, Brent Hale, and Axel Miracle. Got Tipton, Unistall, and Miracle out running on the 1, 2, 3 right now. Unistall on back to the 3. Got Miracle on the 2, but it's all JT running wire to wire on this one, doing it for the Freaky Fast Racing crew. Trying to bring this one wire to wire out of Lenexa, Kansas. JT going to get a spot. Wild Wild West and Miracle going to get a spot, along with Brennan Hale grabbing up that final spot out of motor number 28. Great racing to Lachlan Lightning Campbell. Moving on over to 29, 10-year-old intermediates. A little bigger, a little faster. Got Colton Style, Nokasi Belcher, Carter Hellfest, and Everett the Warthog Barton. Got Belcher and the 47 ride Helfst running 1 and 2, along with the 106 of Style. Barton on the outside looking in, trying to find a way on up into the mix on a Friday night. Top 3 going on out to a main event out of this one as we come all the way back down the 4 straightaway. Rock 1, race a champion, bringing it all the way back home. That's got to be Belcher along with Helfst and Style. Going 1, 2, and 3 there. Great race under the Warthog Barton. Out of motor number 29. 30 is the motor number. 11-year-old intermediates. Got Ethan Deal, Emma Smilenich, Maximus Lutjohn, and Lily Olson. Olson on back to the 4 spot. Looks like the 14. That's Lutjohn and Smilenich running 2. Ethan Deal. Little E trying to hold on to the 3 spot as we come all the way back down home. Lily Olson trying to find her way on up in the program, but it's all Lutjohn and Smilenich bringing this one all the way back home, battling side by side. Top 3 going on out to the main event. Lutjohn and Smilenich going to go. Here comes Olson around the outside trying to find her way on up in. We'll check with the line on that one. I know Smilenich got in. I know Maximus got in. .31 is the motor number. 12 intermediates. Got Bass, Rogers, Howell,
Attention.
and Lamano. Looks like Hardcore Realty Colors along with Lamano running 1 and 2 on this one. Believe that's the Hunter of Rogers and Lamano running 1 and 2. Benny the Jet sitting on the bubble, it looks like. Bringing this one all the way back home. Looks like the Hunter going to punch his spot ticket. Benny the Jet going to punch his ticket. Along with Howell and Lamano. Good racing to Owen KB out of motor number 31. 32, the moto out on track. 12 intermediates got Wilhelm Nash, Bass, and Biondi. Looks like the Gladiator and the 31 ride running 1 and 2 right now.
Here, riders, random start.
That's Nash and Wilhelm. Looks like the Edge Racing Colors back on up to the 3 spot. That's Zack Attack Bass. Biondi on the outside looking into this one as we come all the way back home. Looks like the Gladiator going to punch a spot. Wilhelm going to get a spot. And Zack Attack Bass going to get a spot out of motor number 32. Going back to motor number 30, that was 11 intermediates. Ethan Deal grabbed up that transfer at the stripe out of motor number 30. Lily Olson out of that one. Great racing to her as we come out of turn number 3 now for the 33 moto number. 13 intermediates got King, Miracle, and Wise. All the way back to me. Total points on this one. Going to go Wise, Miracle, and King. That ties up Maverick and Derek going into the main event for those 33-13 intermediates. 34 out on track now. 14 I got Visnich, Morgan, Hyder, Fetch, and Alexander. Looks like the Lady in Black and Benjamin Fetch sitting out front right now. Morgan and Visnich outside looking in is David Hyder out of Topeka, Kansas, trying to find his way on up. This is 34 and 35 combined. Top 4 going on out. This will make a full 8-rider main event all the way back to me. Lady in Black going to get a spot. Fetch going to get a spot. Morgan going to get a spot. And Skylar Visnich going to get a spot. Out of motor number 34. Good racing to David Hyder. That was 34 and 35. 36, the moto out on track. Mark Slotzauer, Max Kessler, and the smooth operator of Wise. 15 intermediates out on track right now, bringing it to me. Still Kessler, Schlotzauer, and Wise running 1, 2, and 3 total points racing on this one, so they'll be doing it all night long.
Okay, riders.
As we go in and out of turn number 3 all the way back home to me, sitting on 1 point right now is Kessler. He's going to keep it that way, grabbing up another low point back to the stripe. Schlotzauer for a 2 and Wise for a 3 out of motor number 36. 37, the motor number 21, 25-year-old intermediates got Gabby Laidhoff, Jason Mercer, Blake Cates, and Brian Helfst. Looks like Cates and Mercer running out 1 and 2 on this one right now. 175, that's Blake Cates. He's got Mercer right in hip pocket along with the gold 2 with Brian Helfst. Laidhoff sitting on back to the 4 spot. We're taking the top 3 on out to a main event. Mercer going around the outside. They're going to lead this one on back to grab up the first transfer spot. Blake Cates and to get that second spot along with Helfst. Landstar Racing out of OKC. Great racing to Miss Laidhoff out of 37. 38, the motor number 41, 45 intermediates got Tim Ludjohn, Brian Barton, and Skeeter Keith Woolery. Looks like Ludjohn sitting out front on this one right now along with Barton and Woolery as we go down through the 3 straightaway. Still coming out of Topeka, Kansas. Sitting out front on this one as we go in and out of turn number 3. Brian Barton trying to reel him in just a little bit. He's doing it for the Dream Team coming out of Wentzville, Missouri. And Freaky Fast goes a Skeeter on back to the 3. That's how it'll go. Ludjohn for a 1. Barton for another 2. Woolery for a 3. We need Miss Kitty and Grandma Mary to staging. Miss Kitty and Grandma Mary need you guys on up to staging. Miss Kitty, we need you to staging. She said, oh, okay. I've never seen her be late before. No, she won't be. She'll be up here on time. 39, the motor number 13, Girls Extras got Gwenny Garrow, Fly Rye Brown, and the Twisted Sister of Island Kelly. Looks like Kelly doing it for Bikes for the Likes of Us out of St. Peters, Missouri, bringing this one all the way back home for 2 points combined going into the main event. Fly Rye Brown going to come out with both deuces, and Gwenny Garrow for both 3s out of motor number 39. 40, the motor number. Oh, lost a foot on the inside line is Kit Kat. Got to get back on it here. Welch moving on up to that 2 spot. We got Seedorf, Welch, and Holt running 1, 2, 3 in that order as we go in and out of turn number 2. Still Seedorf and Welch running wire to wire. 1, 2 on this one. Kit Kat trying to make up some ground. Again, total points. That's where it's a big deal. Every spot matters. Holt looking to avoid losing some valuable ground here come the main event. Seedorf going to go in with perfect scores. Welch going to come on back for a 2. Holt for a 3. Out of motor number 40, that puts Welch and Holt tied for P2 in the 14 Girl X class. 15, 16 Lady Experts got Luptak Marshall and Juicy J. Seedorf. Got McKenna Luptak doing it for the 110% Nutrition crew. Coming out of Blue Springs, Missouri, leading this one back to me right now, wire to wire down through the section. Looks like Marshall and Juicy J still running 2-3 as we go down through the section.
Ready? That's the game.
Juicy J trying to find her way on by. Not total points on this one. What you see is what you get. McKenna Luptak going to a main event. And the final spot today going to go to Layla Marshall. Great racing to Giselle Seedorf out of motor number 41. 42 is the motor number 51 and over. Ladies Experts got Tammy Hottinger, Miss Kitty, and Grandma Mary Wallace. These ladies were rushing right there. They said, give me a second, will you? Chilling now, still going way fast through that second corner, bringing it all the way back to me. Still Hottinger sitting out front on this one, riding for the SRT crew. Creighton Harves to staging, seriously? Creighton Harves to staging. Creighton Harves to staging.
Random start.
Yeah, I blame the parents.
Riders ready? Watch the game.
Whose idea was that? Hottinger coming on back for a 1 spot. 2 aces going into round number 3. Miss Kitty going to come on back for a 2 spot. Grandma Mary for a 3. Out of motor number 42. Once again, Creighton Harves is staging. If you're not up there, Creighton Harves is staging. 43, the moto out on track. 7-year-old experts. Welcome to the expert class. Got Baby Cake Miller, the Corn Dog Elijah Holly, and Kane the Hulk Combs. Looks like Baby Cake and the Hulk out running 1 and 2 right now. Austin Miller leading this one out, coming up now Missouri, bringing it back to the stripe. We got the Hulk riding for the factory send it LSG crew. Donovan over there leading them in and out of turn number 2 still, though, is Baby Cake. Got Miller and Combs along with Holly. They're going to go just like that back to the stripe. That's how they'll go. Miller going to grab another 1 spot. Combs another 2. Holly another 3. Out of moto number 43. 44, the moto out on track. 10-year-old experts got Saccone Hall, Julian the Pistol Pete Baker, Corbin Clutch Howard. 3 riders going, 2 riders coming out. Got Clutch Howard and the 1 ride of Pistol Pete out running 1 and 2 right now. Saccone on the outside looking in. Fetty Hall got to find his way on up into the mix. As we go in and out of turn number 3, all the way back to me. Freaky Fast and Ad Astra Colors out on the 1-2. Still Howard and Baker as we bring this one all the way back home. Corbin's going to get a spot. Julian's going to get a spot. Good race into Fetty Hall out of motor number 44. 45, the motor number, 11-year-old experts. They're combining to the main event. Got Boyce, Combs, Deal, Harves, and Wells. Looks like Boyce and the Real Deal outrunning 1 and 2 right now. Cruise Control sitting on that 3 spot. Creighton Harves on back to the 4. Got the 8 right on the outside looking in. That's Abel Wells. Pumpkin Pie as we go in and out of turn number 2. Wells still trying to find his way on up into the mix, but it's all Boyce and the Real Deal.
Okay, riders.
Boyce coming out of St. Charles, Missouri. The Real Deal. Lee Summit local for the Bicycle Shack group. Got his teammate Cruise Control on back to the 4 spot. Curly, Creighton Harves, Wingnut got to hold on tight here all the way back home. Boyce going to get a spot. Cruise Control going to get a spot. Real Deal going to get a spot along with Harves. Great race into Pumpkin Pie Wells. Hope we will see you tomorrow out of Motos 45 and 46. 11 experts. 12X out on track. Got Davidson, Knowlting, Dudley.
Attention.
As we go down through the 3 straightaway, looks like the Phoenix and Corbin Davidson out running 1 and 2 right now. 4 riders going in, 3 coming out. Just 3 spots up for go all the way back to the stripe. The Phoenix going to get a spot. Corbin Davidson getting a spot. Dudley trying to make a push, but it's all the 14. And Jet Jump and Duncan. So that was Duncan, Knowlting, and Davidson getting in out of motor number 47. Great race into Dudley. 48 the moto, 13 experts. Got Marshall, Wells, Velasquez, Taylor, and McMorris trying to find their way on up into the mix. Like 29 and the 44. That's the Nightmare Taylor and Cody Velasquez out running 1 and 2 right now.
Okay, riders. Random start.
Looks like Landstar Racing Colors of Wells on back to the spot, and McMorris to the 4. That's how they'll go. Velasquez and the Nightmare both getting spots, along with Wells and McMorris. Great race into Roman Marshall out of motor number 48. 49, the motor number 14-year-old expert. 3 go in, 2 come out as we got Talon Galbally, the Hurricane, Zachary Campbell, and Jake Hattie. Galbally trying to make a push. The Hurricane trying to seal him off. Not quite enough. Galbally sliding on by. That puts the Hurricane in a real tough spot. Here comes Hattie around the outside. Freaky Fast Colors trying to find his way on up into the mix. Hurricane grabbing some brakes. What are you doing? He had the line. Man, Galbally making it work all the way back to me. He's going to grab up number 1. And Hattie going to get spot number 2. Man, what a race. Good race into the Hurricane. Out of 49, Hattie playing the opportunist there, looking for the spot when it was there and did not miss. 15X out on track, got Olsen, Combs, Neal, and Kohler. 4 coming in, 3 going out. We got the 25-er. I believe that's Cash Money, Combs, and Austin Neal sitting out front right now, along with Olsen sitting on the bubble.
Random start.
Caden Kohler trying to find his way on up to that top 3. Only 3 going on to the main event. Cash Money Combs going to get a spot. Big Kurt Neal going to get a spot. And Kohler Olsen gets a spot. 3, good race into Kohler out of motor number 50. 51, the motor number 16-year-old experts. Got King Henry Campbell, the captain Jasper Kennedy, Seth Schwartz, and Jeff Powell. Got the captain and Powell sitting out 1-2 right now. King Henry sitting on that 3 spot. Outside looking in is Schwartz as we try to get on up down through the 3 straightaway. Still El Capitan sitting out front on this one right now. That's Kennedy. Jeff Powell. Here comes King Henry on the 3 spot. Man, a little bit of work to do. For Schwartz, bring it all the way back home for the Bicycle Shack. Kennedy going to get a spot. Powell going to get a spot. And King Henry holding on by a thread. Going to get spot number 3. Good race into Seth Schwartz out of 51. 52 to the motor number 1720 experts. Got Toll-Free. McCann, Nash out running 1, 2, 3 right now. Only 2 spots grabs. Nash got to put a little work in to get on up to those top 2 spots. Move up in the program as we go through turn number 3. Still the Speed Racer and Freaky Fast out running 1 and 2. Darren Nash putting in some work out of Holden, Missouri, the Purple Heart Racing crew. But it's all going to go to Speed Racer. And Freaky Fast getting spots 1 and 2. Automotive 52. Good race into Mr. Darren Nash. 53, the moto out on 3640. It's got Jeff Schuler, downtown Andrew Brown, and Scott Johnson. Looks like downtown Brown and Schuler running 1, 2 right now as we go in and out of turn number 2. All the Bicycle Shack running this one. Wire to wire right now. Scott on back to the 3 spot as Jeff Schuler sitting back there on the 3 coming out of Joplin, Missouri. All the way back to me. Is he going to go wire to wire? Little bonk at the end there. Will hold on tight. Going to go Brown and Schuler. Total points, that's big right there. Schuler going to have to settle for 2s. Johnson, your 3s. Downtown Brown, a perfect score going into the main event out of motor number 53. 54, the moto out on track. 51, 55 experts. Got Zechariah Hinton, Robert Pyle, and Darby Poole running in that order 1, 2, and 3. As we go in and out of turn number 2, still Hinton, Pyle, and Poole. Bikes for the likes of us, much with Pyle in the middle of it right now going down through the 3rd straightaway. Pyle trying to find his way on up a little bit, see if he can find a chink in the armor of Hinton. So far, Zach putting on a pretty good lap as we come all the way back to the stripe here. He'll go into round 3 with perfect scores under his belt. Pyle with both 2s. Poole with 3s. That'll do for round number I keep seeing it. Keeps making me chuckle. 8 and under opens. Winner of this one gets $13 cash. Second place, $8. Third place, $5, making their money back on the night.
Attention.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Gate is down on motor number 4. 8 and under opens. Guy Weston, the Sheepdog Shepherd, Baby Cake, Austin Miller, and Weston Moore. These three racing for cash. All three of them just got to cross the line, and they're coming home with cash in hand. Just a matter of how much. What you see is what you get as they cross. Guys Shepherd and Miller out running 1 and 2 right now. Moore on back to the 3 spot. Little airtime out of Shepherd. He's got to be careful. He's got the Baby Cake right there up in the pocket. Still freaky fast colors of Miller sitting out front on this one. He's got the Sheepdog. He's got a whole lot of Baby Cake. Austin Miller right there on the 2 spot. More on back to the 3. Again, $13 going to go to Sheepdog. If he crosses with the 1 here, $8 into the pocket of Miller. 5 going to go to Moore. That's how they'll go. Going to go Shepherd, Miller, and Moore. You're 1, 2, 3. 9 to 12 opens. Got Morgan, Kelly, Davidson, Barker, Davidson, Clendam, Moorfield, and Junior. Looks like we got Maverick, Moorfield, Brennan, Broen, Morgan, and Hector Laredo Jr. out running 1, 2 right now, followed up by the Twisted Sister Kelly. Then Corbin and Xavier Davidson running 5, 6. Oh, Morgan taking a little detour down through that third straight. Here comes Laredo Jr. on the inside line. He's going to slide on up into the front spot, looking to bring home $35 tonight. All the way back home. That's how it's going to go. Not wire to wire. Laredo Jr. coming on back with a win. Maverick Moorfield, year 2, the Twisted Sister of Ireland Kelly with 3. Man, oh man. Couple of the big players in that one. Davidson, Morgan, all off the podium. Hector Laredo Jr. with your 1 spot. Yeah, third straightaway's only got so much space. You can make it work a little bit, but can't push it that far. Man, Laredo Jr., Moorfield, and Kelly running 1, 2, 3 in that one. That was $35, $21, and $12.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
13 and over opens, 20 to the winner, 12 to second, 8 to third. Got Cedar, Stafford, Blake, Kennedy, McCann, Madden, and Tolfree. Pretty good hole shot out of Sugar Sean Madden, along with the captain of Kennedy and Tolfree, running 1, 2, 3 in the hip pocket. McCann is buried. Go down through the 2 straightaway. Got Madden, Kennedy, and Tolfree still 2, 3. Stafford trying to pull off the whole wide world. Here comes Freaky Fast trying to slide on by, but Kennedy's got some work to do, trying to find his way on up to Madden as we go down through the 4 straightaway. Madden got to hold off the whole wide world. Here comes Kennedy, got side by side back to the stripe. Go Madden, Kennedy, and Tolfree 2 and 3.
Okay, riders,
Freaky Fast back up to the 4, but not enough for some money. Man, that's Sean Madden taking home $20 on the night. Jasper Kennedy taking home 12, and Amir Tolfree taking home 8. Whew. Back on to 13, 14 Lady Cruisers. Got Smiley Kylie Shepherd, Riley King, and the Lady in Black, Ava Alexander. Got Ava Alexander and Smiley Kylie out running 1. That's what they were doing in round number 1. Riley King was able to get on up for a 2 spot in round number 2. That puts her in. Oh, lost, just about lost King. What a save there. That was miraculous. Feet off the pedal, Superman style. Riley manages to hold on to it. The way back home, that's going to give the 1 spot to Alexander. The 2 safely to Shepherd, breaking that top. King on back for the 3. Really impressive save there. Out of motor number 8, 9, the motor number 17 to 20-year-old women's cruisers. Got McKenna Luptak, Miss Kitty, and Layla Marshall. Looks like we got Luptak and Marshall out running 1 and 2 right now, down through the 3 straightaway. That's how they're going to go. Still looks like Luptak and Marshall. Luptak coming out of Blue Springs Mo, doing it for the 110% nutrition crew down there in Florida. Going to bring it on back for the 1 spot. Layla Marshall riding out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, coming up for the weekend, I assume. Sitting in the 2 spot. And Miss Kitty going to bring it on back for the 3. That one is as they cross. What you see is what you get. 10 is the motor number. 11-year-old cruisers got Austin Boyce, Big Mac Duval, EJ Hawthorne, and Jeffrey Tillman. Got Boyce, Hawthorne, and Tillman out running 1, 2, and 3. Big Mac on the outside looking in, looking like Daytona coming out of turn number 1, single filing it down through the stretch. Gonna go Boyce and Hawthorne still out on your 1, 2, on 2 wheels. Colors to EJ trying to find his way on up into the mix. Boyce got a pretty good hold on this one as we go down through the section. Let's see what the rest of the class can make happen. Big Mac drifting back a little bit, trying to hang close. Here goes EJ, not quite enough, but boy did he try. Oh, lost the front end over there. Was Tillman, man, tucked it. Not quite enough traction. Boyce going to come on back for the 1 spot. Hawthorne, your 2. Big Mac Duval, your 3. Getting Jeffrey Tillman picked up over there in turn 3. Let him hear you, everybody. Back up on his feet. Little too much juice right there, man. 11 is the motor number. 13-year-old Cruisers got Ben Claybrook, Calvin Phoenix Knowlting, and Bentley Gallbally. Looks like we got Hooderson Claybrook sitting out front on this one, doing it for the Sand Ice BMX crew out of Sand Springs, Oklahoma. Still got Claybrook and Gallbally running 1, 2. 8 ride back to the 3. That's the Phoenix. That's how they'll go. Going to go Claybrook, Gallbally, and Knowlting. 1, 2, 3 out of motor number 11. 12 is the motor number. 14-year-old Cruisers got Neon Noah Odell, Talon Gallbally, KJ Smilenich, Benjamin Fetch, and Archer Penny. Looks like Gallbally sitting out front on this one. Talon doing it for the Dream Team out of St. Charles, Missouri. Sitting out front on this one along with racing duo KJ Smilenich and Archer Penny running out your top 3. Followed up by the AOT crew, Neon Noah and Benjamin Fetch running 4-5. As we go in and out of turn number 3 all the way back home. Talon Gallbally going to go wire to wire on that one. Followed up by KJ Smilenich and Archer Penny. Your 1, 2, and 3 out of motor number 12. 13 is the motor number. 16 Cruisers. Total points racing on this one. Got Seth Schwartz, the Golden Peddler, Dakota Harris, and Keller Olson. Got Schwartz and Olson running 1, 2. Golden Peddler on back to the 3 as we come in and out of turn number 2. Bicycle Shack colors. Seth Schwartz. Olson been out front all night long. Clearly, he knows exactly what he's got to do. Bring this one home. Sitting on 2-1. All you need to do is finish second to bring home the overall. Once again, this is not what you see, what you get. This is total points. Schwartz going to cross first. Overall 2. Olson going to get your overall 1 spot. And Harris, your overall 3 out of motor number 13. 14, the motor number. 21 to 30-year-old Cruisers got Roger Wellman, Corey Brown, and Ryan O'Neill. Got Brown, Wellman, and O'Neill running 1, 2, and 3 as they have been all night long.
Okay, riders, random start.
Corey Brown doing it at KCMO on the S-Squared Missouri ride. Oh, a little elbows, a bump in there. O'Neill real close with Wellman. Those two rubbing like they would have back in the old days. Going to go Brown, Wellman, and O'Neill. That's your overall 1, 2, 3 out of motor number 14. 15, the motor number. Get loud for him, everybody. 5 and under. Novice got Lincoln Rao, Track Brat, Raven Cates, Ethan Johnston, Gnarly, Callum Bronson, Addison Smilenich, Piper Franklin, and Maggie Welch as we go down through the 2 straightaway. Looks like Gnarly, Callum Bronson, and the Track Brat of Cates running 1 and 2. Got Franklin Smilenich on the 4-5. Welch back to the 6. Johnson, your 7. Still Gnarly, Callum Bronson, and the Track Brat of Cates got the 190 ride on back to the 3 spot. That's Lincoln Rao. Rao going to try to go around the outside. Cates going to try to fight him off a bit, but it's all Gnarly, Callum Bronson coming out of Belton, Missouri. Going to go wire to wire on this one with some authority all the way back home. What a way to kickstart a state weekend as we come back to me. Going to go Bronson for your 1 spot. Cates trying to hold on tight. Here comes Rao trying to find his way around. Going to go the Track Brat for the 2 spot, and Rao your 3. Franklin rounding out your top 4 out of motor number 15. Heads up, everyone. Kona Ice is still out there. On 2 Wheels is still out there. Y'all need anything, make sure to head on over. Both of them will be out here for the entirety of the weekend. 16, the motor number. 6-year-old novice guy, Jackson Sheffield Beltran, Weston Moore, and Matthias Tierney. Got Tierney, Moore. Oh, it's Moore sitting out front on this one right now on the 189.
Okay, right.
Got Beltran on the 2 and Tierney on the 3. Weston Moore sitting out front on this one, been out front pretty consistently out here, going way fast as of late. This one is as they cross all the way back to me. Weston Moore going to come on back for your 1 spot. Sheffield Tran going to come on back for your 3. And Matthias Tierney, or your 2, and then your 3. Going to Tierney out of 16. 17, the motor number. 7-year-old novice got Bodie Vincent, Raylan Grau, and Finn Boyer. Boyer sitting on 2 aces. Grau and Vincent tied up on 2 threes, but we got a whole lot of pressure here. Vincent trying to find his way by Boyer. Sitting, of course, out on those perfect scores. Vincent racing for the overall 2, most likely, unless something happens here. Boyer running that inside line, playing all kinds of defense as we go in and out of turn number 3. Pretty flawless work there from Boyer. He has left the inside open, though. Here comes Vincent around the outside. Bodie going to try to find a way back to the stripe. They're bumping. They're sideways. They're sliding. We'll check with the line. Man, oh, Grau definitely grabbed up the overall 3 there. We'll check and see what the line says out of motor number 17. 18 is the motor number. 8-year-old novice guy, Grant Roberts, Everett Groover, Luke Craybook, and Katie the Bug Johnson.
random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Man, that was Boyer crossing with the 1, so Vincent, you're 2. But all the way back home on this one, 36 ride, that's the Bug Johnson, along with the 979 of Groover and the Donut Factory ride of Roberts, here 1, 2, and 3. So Johnson, Groover, and Roberts here 1, 2, 3 out of 18. Your 1, 2, 3 out of 17 overall is Finn Boyer, Bodie Vincent, and Raylan Grau. 19 is the motor number, 9-year-old novice guy, Christopher Smith, Vivi the Viveal, and Colleen Beanie Welch. Looks like, oh, almost got a little crooked there. We got Smith and Deal out running 1 and 2 right now. Beanie Welch on back to the 3 spot. They're single filing it in and out of turn number 3 as we come all the way back home. This one is not total points. What you see is what you get. As we come all the way back home on this one, Christopher Smith going to polish off a perfect night with another 1. Going to go Vivi the Vibe and Colleen Beanie, your 2 and 3 out of motor number 19. 20, the motor number, 10-year-old novice got Haley Velasquez, Daniel Blount, Sal and Cairo Zuka, Catan. As we go in on a turn number 2, 972 ride. That's Daniel Blount sitting out front on this one. Got Blount and Lamano, along with Velasquez, round out your top 3. Zuka, Catan on the 4.
Attention.
As we go in and out of turn number 3, all the way back home on this one.
Riders ready, watch the gate.
That's how it's going to go on this one. 972, that's Blount, Lamano, and Velasquez. Your 1, 2, and 3 out of motor number 20. 21, the motor number, 11-year-old novice, got Kason Schuler, Wyatt Freebird Dudden, and E-Money, Everett Carlton. As we come in and out of turn number 1, still E-Money and Schuler along with Freebird running 1, 2, and 3 down through the section. Purple Heart Racing colors to E-Money Carlton. Been sitting out front all night long. Pretty authoritative night. He's been out front with the peep. Hasn't heard a thing. And as I hear it from a little birdie, might have heard a peep. This will be his last time around as a novice. If he comes back to finish this one off, he's sitting on 2 1s. Just got a cross. Give it up for E-Money Carlton, your newest intermediate rider. He's going to get your overall 1 spot along with Kason Schuler and Freebird Dutton. Once again, huge round of applause to E-Money Everett Carlton, moving on up to that intermediate class. Automotive number 21, lost 2 of them over there in in turn number 1, going to get them checked on out. But it's all Lily Campbell out front on this one right now. 12-year-old novice got Campbell, Yount, Franklin, Lopez, DeWart, and Johnson. It's Campbell, Lopez, DeWart, and Yount running 1, 2, and 3. Lopez DeWart got a little bit of a push. We got a battle back to the stripe here. Campbell trying to hold the way. Your national anthem boys tonight going to bring home 1 spot along with Lopez DeWart, your 2. And Sawyer Yount, your 3. Huge round of applause to Blake Johnson and Hayden Franklin getting it picked up over there in turn number 1. Corey's
Attention.
going, not the bike.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
23, the motor number out on track. 13-year-old novice, Scott Cale Kepka, Connor Arnold, and Jackson Nichols. Pretty good shot out of Nichols out of KCK on the inside line. Ooh, lost the footing a little bit there. Got back on it pretty darn quick. He's got Arnold right on the back wheel, along with Kepka. Back to the 3. They'll go single file down through the 2 straightaway. Good recovery out of Jackson. He's going to pull a gap right back out as we go through turn number 2. That's how they'll go down through the section. Still Nichols, Arnold,
Okay, riders, random start.
and Kepka. You're 1, 2, 3 as we go in and out of turn number 3 all the way back to me. This one is total points. They've been doing it all night long. Nichols sitting on 2 perfect scores. All he's got to do is bring this one on back, and he'll be getting your overall 1 spot. He will do just that. And all the way back to the line, Arnold going to grab up your overall 2. Kepka, your overall 3 out of motor number 23. 24, the motor number, 14-year-old novice, got Jackson Payton, Carson Hawkins, Gavin Nadeau, Jackson Howell, Tyler Malone, and Caden King. Looks like 222. That's Carson Hawkins sitting out front on this one. Got Hawkins, King, and Nadeau running 1, 2, and 3. Looks like Howell on back to the 4 spot as we go in to turn number 3. Hawkins getting a little bit comfy there, taking a peek over the shoulder. He's got a whole lot of Caden King in the rearview mirror. Going to go Hawkins, King, and Nadeau 1, 2, and 3 out of motor number 24, 14 novice. 25, the motor number out on track. 51, 55-year-old novice got Keith Cuter, Alvin Howard, and Gary Mike Blake. Got Cuter sitting out front on this one out of Oskaloosa, Iowa. Out front all night long. Oh, a little 2-wheel drift there for Blake. Good save right there going down through the section. I would have done that without being tired, man. As we come out of turn number 3. Still the 145 coming out of Oskaloosa. Going to go Keith Cuter wire to wire on this one. Going to bring back your 1 spot as they cross. Alvin Howard, your 2, and Gary Blake, your 3. 26, the moto out on track. 6 intermediates got Remy Tipton, Eli Tonga, Cabo Hall, and Brecken Bornhold. Looks like Tonga, Hall, and Tipton. You're 1, 2, 3 right now. Brecken on back to the 3 spot as we go in and out of turn number 2. Tonga's trying to stretch this one way on out. One of those riders where if he can get out front, he'll just run with it, and he hasn't really had the opportunity to tonight. Finally got the chain taken off in the main event, and he has taken off with it. Got Cabo Hall and Remy Tipton right there close, trying to keep with him. But it's all Eli Tonga, wire to wire on this one. Going to bring it on back. Going to go Tonga, Hall, and Tipton. You're 1, 2, and 3 out of moto number 26. 27, the moto number 8-year-old intermediates got Boyvert, Smilenich, G-Force Meeks, Avery Franklin, and Brigham Bornholt. Got Smilenich, 27 right. That's Brigham Bornhold out of Lincoln, Nebraska. And Avery Franklin, you're 1, 2, 3. Here comes G-Force Meeks on the inside line. Going to slide on up to the 3 spot as we go down through the section. Edge Racing Co. is a Smilenich trying to hold on tight to this one. Got a whole lot of Bornhold right there close. See if Brigham can find a way on by through turn 3. The answer is yes as we go all the way back home. Single filing it now. Looks like Brigham Bornhold going to try to bring this one all the way back to me on a Friday night. Your 8 intermediate winner going to go Bornhold, Smilenich, and G-Force Meeks 1, 2, and 3 out of moto number 27. 28, the moto number 9-year-old intermediates got Wilhelm, Tipton, Unistal, Clinda, Hale, Miracle, and Shepard. Looks like the Sheepdog Shepard sitting on this one right now. Got the 29 ride right there close with him. That's Caden. Got Wilhelm along with Shepard, Clinda on back to the 3 spot along with Tipton. Miracle and Unistal rounding out your top 6. Hale back to the 7 as we come all the way back to the stripe. West on the Sheepdog Shepard going to bring it on back for the win on this one along with Wilhelm and the Gold Cup 3 ride Bodie. You're 1, 2, 3 out of moto number 28. 29, the moto number 10-year-old intermediates got Smiley Kylie Shepard, Colton Style, Nokasi Belcher, Stinky Dylan Harrell, and Carter Helfst. As we go down straightaway number 2, looks like Smiley Kylie and Stinky Harrell stretching it way on out for the rest of the pack. Got Noka Belcher sitting on back to the 3 spot. Helfst and Style rounding up the top 5. Down through the section, Stinky trying to find a way on by. See if he can find that turn number 3 line. Smiley Kylie, a perfect job shutting that down. It's going to be a drag race back to the stripe. Does Stinky have enough in the tank? The answer is no today. Going to go Shepard, Harrell, and Belcher. You're 1, 2, 3 out of moto number 29. 30 is the moto number. 11-year-old intermediates got Ethan Deal, Emma Smilenich, Big Mac Duval, Maximus Ludjoen, Team Money Stewart. As we go in and out of turn number 2, looks like Big Mac and Team Money outrunning 1-2 on this one right now. The Purple Heart Racing Boys, followed up by the Edge Racing Co. as a Smilenich rounding out your podium, along with Ludjoen and Deal rounding out your top 5 as we go in and out of turn number 3. Still Big Mac running away with this one as we bring it all the way back to the stripe. Going to go Duval for your 1 spot as they cross along with Team Money and Smilenich. 31 the moto out on track. 12 intermediates combining them. We got Bass, Rogers, Howell, Bass, Rogers, Farrell, Conklin, Nash, Wilhelm, Curley, Bass, and King. As we go in and out of turn number 1. Turn number 2, we got Chase Mode, Curley, and Dylan King out running 1 and 2 along with Farrell and Rogers along with Conklin. To your top 5 as we go down through turn number 3 all the way back home. Chase Mode is gone as we come all the way back to you. Hardcore Realty colors coming on back to the stripe for a wire-to-wire win on a Friday. Going to go Curley, King, and Farrell. You're 1, 2, 3. The Hunter and Wilhelm going to round out your top 5. Out of motos 31 and 32. 33, the moto out on track. 13-year-old intermediates got King, Miracle, and Wise. We got Wise sitting out front on this one along with Miracle and King. Points so far going Miracle and Wise are tied up for that 1 spot on 3 points apiece. So whoever crosses first out of those 2 will be your winner. Riley King on back to 3s. So far on the night, Wise sitting out front. Maverick trying to make a run at him. See who's got the juice coming down through the 4th straightaway. Who's got the energy left? Who's got the legs? Wise a little bit of a head start. Can Miracle pull up a little closer? He gets closer. Not a pass. Going to go Wise, your overall 1 spot. Miracle, your overall 2. And Riley King, your overall 3 out of 33. 34, the moto out on track. 14 intermediates got Cinch, Morgan, Smilenich, Burvert, Fetch, Belgrave, Alexander, and Skaggs. Got the Falcon out front on this one right now, along with the Gold Cup 3 of Cash Money, Burvert, and KJ Smilenich. Your top 3. Morgan rounding out the top 4. As we go all the way back down the stripe, the Falcon continues the dominance. Going to go Burvert and Smilenich. Around with Morgan rounding out your top 4 out of 34 and 35. 36, the moto out on track. 15 intermediates got Schlotzhauer, Kessler, and the smooth operator of Wise. Looks like Kessler bringing him through turn number 1. He's been out front all night long, putting on a clinic in this 15 intermediate class. Schlotzhauer with the Freaky Fast crew been keeping it right close all night long, though. One more time around through turn number 2 as we go back to the 3 straightaways. Kessler, Schlotzhauer, and Wise. Riley Brown to staging. Fly Rye Brown needs you to staging. As we come in and out of turn number 3, Kessler trying to complete the perfect night. He will do just that. 1-1-1s across the board, followed up by Schlotzhauer, your 2, and Wise, your 3, out of motor number 36. 37, the moto out on track. 21-25 intermediates got Kelly, Mercer, Love, Cates, and Helps. Looks like Aiden Love sitting out front right now, along with Mercer and Super Cooper Kelly. That's your 1, 2, 3 down through the section. Mercer trying to reel him in a little bit. The young gun sitting out front on this one, however. That's Aiden Love, 21. Intermediate leading him out of turn number 3. Got Super Cooper Kelly on back to the 3-spot. Battle on the 4 between Helfst and Blake, but it's going to go all the way back to the stripe. Love, Mercer, and Kelly, your 1, 2, and 3 out of 37. 38, the motor number out on track. 41, 45-year-old intermediates got Tim Lutjoe and Brian Barton and Keith Skeeter Woolery. Got Lutjoe and sitting out front on this one right now, along with Barton. They've been doing it all night long. Down through the section, Skeeter Woolery on back to the 3 spot on his new bike of the season. Feels like it. In and out of turn number 3 all the way back home. Tim Lutjoe been on 2 1s tonight. Let's make it 3. A sweep on a Friday. Going to go for the 1 spot along with Brian Barton, your 2. And Keith Skeeter Woolery, your 3 spot out of motor number 38. 39, the motor number. Brown had a pretty good shot to give an elbow to the Twisted Sister if she wanted. Decided to pull on back for the 2 spot. Down in and out of turn number 2. That's going to give the Twisted Sister quite a bit of room to work as we go down through the section. Still Kelly, Brown, and Garrow. You're 1, 2, and 3. That's how they'll stay going in and out of turn number 3. Brown going to try to reel her in a little bit closer. Looks like it won't quite be enough. This one is total points. They've been doing it all night long. Kelly already 1, 2. Let's make it 3. Sitting down on a 1 spot along with Brown, your 2, and Garrow, your 3 out of 39. 40 is the motor number. 14-year-old girls experts got Adelaide Welch, Dabney Seedorf, and Kitty Cat Kaylin Holt. Got Seedorf and Holt out running 1 and 2 right now. Welch on back to the 3. Holt sitting on 5 points. Seedorf on just 2. So Holt needs to get by and have Seedorf slip back a little bit. She's going to try to go around the outside, pull that gap right now. Seedorf back to the inside, slams that door shut. Really good riding out of Seedorf right there. Holt not done quite yet as we bring it all the way back to the overall 1. Going to go to Seedorf, but at the line, believes she still held on to it. Going to go Seedorf, Holt, and Welch. Good racing out of the 14 girls. Out of moto number 40. 41, the moto out on track. 15, 16, ladies experts. Got Lola Johnsovic, McKenna Luptak, and Layla Marshall. Lola J doing it for the factory Powerlight DFR crew, going in and out of turn number 3 from KCMO. Come off an injury this year, got back on the bike, going way quick on a Friday. Going to go Lola J for the 1 spot. Nutrition colors of Luptak going to come on back for your 2. And Layla Marshall, your 3, out of moto number 41. .42 is the moto out on track. 51 and over, ladies experts got Tammy Hollinger, Miss Kitty Weston Nauer, and Grandma Mary Wallace. Got Miss Hollinger sitting out front. Miss Kitty back to the 2, Grandma Mary to the 3. This one is total points. They've been doing it like this all night long. Tammy Hollinger sitting on 2 aces. Try to make it a 3rd coming out of turn number 3. Miss Kitty and Grandma Mary running 2 and 3. That's how it'll go back to stripe. Hollinger, your overall 1 spot.
Random start.
Miss Kitty going to look to bring it on back for your overall 2, and Grandma Mary, your overall 3, out of motor number 42. 43 is the motor number. 7-year-old experts, welcome on up to the expert class. Got Miller, Holly, and Combs. Pretty good shot out of the Hulk on the inside line, but it's all Baby Cake Miller leading them in and out of turn number 1. Going to go Miller along with the Hulk. Kane Combs doing it for Donovan the gang, the factory LSG Syndic crew. And the corn dog Elijah Holly back to the 3 as we go in and out of turn number 2. That's the way it's going to stay. Still Miller, Combs, and Holly. You're 1, 2, and 3 for the 7-year-old. They are racing total points. Been doing it like this all evening long.
Random start.
Miller been out front all evening long. Going to try to add 1 more win onto the tally as we come all the way back home. Make it a perfect sweep on a Friday night. He'll do just that. Coming across with your overall 1. Kane Combs going to get your overall 2. And Holly your overall 3. Out of motor number 43. 44, the motor number. 10-year-old experts got Pistol Pete, Julian Baker, Corbin Clutch, Howard, the Snake, Sawyer Penny, and Jeffrey Tillman. Got Tillman and the Snake of Penny out running 1 and 2 right now, along with Pistol Pete. Clutch Howard sitting off the box right now, trying to find his way on up in the program, but it's all Tillman and Penny stretching things out just a little bit. Pistol Pete trying to keep close as well. See if Penny's got anything for him. This one is as they cross. What you see is what you get. See if a little charge comes out of Penny all the way back to the stripe. He'll duck out. Not quite enough to get on by. Going to go Tillman, Penny, and Baker, you're 1, 2, 3 out of 44. 45, the motor number, Hawthorne, Davidson. Oh, Laredo bites the dust. Man, we got Barker down too. This one is Boyce, Hawthorne, Davidson, Combs, Deal, Harves, Jr., and Barker. We got E.J. Hawthorne sitting out front on this one. Xavier Davidson right there in the pocket trying to find a way on by. Got Curly Creighton and the Real Deal running 3-4. Here comes Davidson around the outside trying to find his way on up in the program. See if he's got anything left as we come all the way back down the stripe. Oh, he ducks out. We got a drag race all the way back to the stripe. See if Hawthorne can hold him off. He does. Going to go Hawthorne, Davidson, and Harves. You're 1, 2, and 3 out of the 11X on a Friday. Austin, you all right? Man. Checking on little Hector over there. This class has been a war for weeks, man. Those guys have been doing battle every single week. Round 1, main events, every single week these kids have been doing. Sometimes Xavier wins it. Sometimes Heck's winning it. Sometimes EJ's winning it like tonight. But we're going to get Heck checked on over there and keep moving on here. Of course, everyone remember to stop by concessions. Head on over there, check out what they got left. Hot food is done, but you can still get all the snacky stuff, the cream, the candy, all that fun stuff. On Two Wheels still out there. Kona Ice still out there. Check on it all. It loud for little Hector, everybody. Bringing it back down through the 2 straightaway. Tough as nails, these kids are, telling you guys. Give them a show, Heck. Give them a show.
Okay, riders, random start. Riders ready, watch the gate.
Bam, gate is down on 47. 12-year-old experts got Moorfield, Godbolly, Davidson, Nolting, Duncan, and Morgan. Pretty good shot out of Moorfield on the outside line. Oh, the Phoenix trying to get over. Corbin Davidson going to slam the door shut, sitting on up to the 2 spot. Morgan buried near the back along with Godbolly as we go down through the 2 straightaway. Still bicycle shack colors. That's Maverick Moorfield. Ah, Broen got a whole lot of back tire there. Not a great night for Moorfield. As we go, Moorfield, Davidson, Nolting, still your 1, 2, 3, leading them down through the section. Moorfield sitting out on the 1 spot, throwing a little bit of style.
Okay, riders, random start.
As we come all the way back to the stripe, we're going to go Moorfield, wire to wire. Ace Davidson going to grab up your 2, and the Phoenix and Nolting going to come on back for your 3 out of a stack 12X. 13 now, 48's the motor number. Couts, Wells, Velasquez, Carson, Taylor, McMorris, and Johnson. Looks like the Silent Assassin, Logan Carson, leading this one down through the 2 straightaway, along with Couts and the Nightmare Liam Taylor. Velasquez on back to the 4 spot. Still Logan Carson and Patrick Couts out on the 1 and 2. The Nightmare and Velasquez battling back to the 3-4. Single filing it down through the stretch as we go in and out of turn number 3 all the way back home.
Okay, riders, random start.
Burning and burning on a Friday. Start of a good weekend. Hopefully Carson, he'll go for the 1 spot along with Couts and Taylor. You're 1, 2, 3 out of 48. 49, the motor number now, Godbolly, Hingle, and Jake Hattie. These are your 14-year-old experts. Got Colton Hingle sitting out front on this one right now. Gets the pop. He's got Godbolly right there in the hip pocket. Along with along with Hattie as we go in and out of turn number 2. Talon trying to eat just a little bit closer as we go down through the stretch. Rhythm section still Hingle. Here comes Godbolly around the outside line. Might have a little bit of a chase here as we go down through the 4th straightaway. Drag race incoming. Godbolly trying to get a run. This is not total points. What you see is what you get. Gonna go Hingle, Godbolly, and Hattie. You're 1, 2, 3 out of 49. 50, the motor number 15X. Got Olson, Combs, Neal, Strike, and Wiseman. Beckett Strike once again got a pretty good shot through turn number 1. Going to lead him all the way back down through the 2 straightaway. Got Strike, Combs, and maybe Wiseman on the inside line here. Going to leave that door open. Olson. Wiseman on up to the 3 spot. Still Strike and Cash Money Combs out on the 1, 2. Wise Guy on back to the 3. As we go in and out of turn number 3 all the way back home. Beckett Strike still wire to wire on this one. A pretty good night for the St. Peter's local back home. Going to go Strike, Combs, and Wiseman. 16X got Campbell, Stafford, Penny, Kennedy, and Powell. This is motor number 51. Pretty good shot out of the captain, Jasper Kennedy, along with Brody Stafford and Evan Penny. That's your 1, 2, 3, along with Campbell and Powell as we bring this one all the way back down through the 2 straightaway. The captain, Jasper Kennedy, out front on this one, still stretching things out a little bit down through the 3 straightaway, along with Brody Stafford and the Edge Racing crew, Evan Penny.
Attention.
Bicycle Shack onto wheels and Edge Racing, your 1, 2, 3, all the way back to the stripe. That's how it goes for Kennedy, picking up a win on a Friday. 16X, 1720 now, got McCann, Blake, Madden, and Tolfree. Pretty good shot out of Madden on the outside line. Does Tolfree have it on the inside? No, he's going to have to shut it on down, play chase a little bit as we come all the way back home. Madden, Tolfree, McCann, and Blake. He's got a little more of a gap than he usually does from here, but he's closed it immediately as we go back down to the 3 straightaway. Sean is going, man, I had a little bit of breathing room. Now it's gone. Going to come down to the 4th straightaway as we go in and out of turn number 3. See if Tolfree can peek on out. Stutters a little bit right there. Does he have it in the tank? Not tonight. Going to go Madden, Tolfree, and McCann. You're 1, 2, 3. Blake rounding out the top 4. Bikes popping down through turn number 1. 53 is the motor number. 36 40-year-old experts. Got Jeff Schuler sitting out front on this one along with downtown Andrew Brown. Gosh, Schuler, Brown, and Johnson running 1, 2, and 3. This one is total points. Brown sitting on both of the 1s. Schuler on both of the 2s. Johnson both of the 3s. All Andrew Brown's got to do is bring this one home in P2, and he'll come back with the overall 1 on the night. As they come out of turn number 3, looks like just what he'll do. Little push to the stripe, see if he can get on by. Going to go Schuler for the overall 2, crossing first. Brown, your overall 1. And Scott Johnson, your overall 3. Out of motor number 53. 54 is the motor number. 51 to 55-year-old experts. Got Darby Poole, Zechariah Hinton, and Robert Pyle. Got Pyle and Hinton sitting out on the 1, 2 right now. Poole on back to the 3 as we go in and out of turn number 2. Hinton been out front all night long. Same deal with those total points. Knows he just has to bring it home in second. He said, I want first. Pyle going to say, I'll let you have that. Not worth it on a Friday, bringing this one all the way back home. They'll go side by side to the stripe, though. A little bit of a drag race all the way back to me. Hinton going to bring back the overall 1 spot with a perfect night. Pyle, your overall 2. Poole, your overall 3.